This is Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, hits to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks the third tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle, swings down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell intercepted. The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption. Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown. No greater redemption.
The San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boy Mike from the Nothing But Niners crew. And guys, I was wrong about a lot. I'm going to start with the hate. I was wrong about a lot. I said Kyle Shanahan and his team were going to win by 6. I was wrong. It was only 3. It was 3. My bad. I said we were going to get our first rushing touchdown this game. Dang, man. I was wrong again. I said we were going to get our first interception in this game. Like, what else was I? Oh, I said Mac Jones was going to throw a pick. Honestly, I don't know why y'all still follow me. I mean, what are y'all here for? Y'all should be booing me. I'll do it for you. I know. Come on. Keep it coming. Come on. One more time. Come on. I know y'all can do better than that. Come on. Keep the boos coming. Huh? Let me run through some formalities really quick, okay? First and foremost, if this is your first time here, welcome to the party, okay? But I want to start first by promoting my Patreon page. I'm telling y'all right now that there are people out there that watch the games with us. You can watch the game at home. You can watch the game in your living room. You can go to a bar. You can watch the game. You can go to a game. And that's probably the only experience that's better. I'm telling y'all that if you head over to Patreon right now and you sign up for a $5 tier or more, you will definitely enjoy it. The energy is unmatched. The passion is unmatched. I mean, this game, man, wow. We're going to get the victory shots and all that stuff, but I got to finish the formalities, okay? Head on over to patreon.com/NB9ERS. Please do not be the last one to subscribe over there. Scrolling across the bottom of your screen right now are going to be your instructions for the YouTube page. If this is your first time viewing on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button on this video, subscribe, and then turn on your notifications, okay? It's the only way you're going to know when we are going live, all right? And let me also warn you guys right now. So people are going to say, Mike, we got children out there. You got to watch your language. Guys, it is almost midnight where I'm at. Put the kids to bed. Put the kids to bed tonight, okay? I'm telling you right now, this show is going to have smoking, nothing illegal. It's going to have victory shots and alcohol, nothing illegal. And there's probably going to be some language that you don't want the kids to hear because the Niners went out there and worked their tails off. They worked their tails off. I'm going to try to watch it. I'm going to watch my time, okay? So please, put the kids to bed. Give us a follow on some of our social media platforms. We're going to start with Snapchat and X. Those handles are Nothing But 9 ERS. Again, that is Nothing But 9, the number 9 ERS. We also have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. We have actually 2 Twitch accounts. Those handles are Nothing But Niners. That's spelled all the way out. There is no number in there. For the old Twitch users who are using it the way it presents on the screen right now, right there with the spaces in between the words, please make sure you make the switch Go and join the one that has the underscores in between the words. Nothing underscore but underscore Niners. When the bye week comes, there will be no more shows on the original one, okay? Now, guys, last year on Patreon, I tried to find a song that was going to work in favor of the 49ers. I wanted to find a pregame hype song. I know a couple of years ago we had that Super Gremlin, and the guys were coming out to the Super Gremlin and all that stuff, right? And last year I tried something. I wanted They Not Like Us. I just felt like that was going to be, and let's be honest, the rest of the NFL, they're not like us, right? Like, there's no team with as many injuries as the 49ers. So no team is like us. But this year, it's a little bit different. This year, we've got bodies dropping all over the place. This year, we are winning despite those bodies dropping. Despite those bodies dropping. Okay? And so now I'm going to talk to everybody out there in the comments right now. I'm going to need your guys' help. I will not be monetized for this episode because I'm about to play a song. And this song, I do not own the rights to. I'm doing this one for the faithful. I'm letting y'all know how we get down over there on the Patreon channel, okay? Because right now, bodies are hitting the floor and Niners are kicking ass and taking names, baby. Huh? If you've never heard this song before, I'm telling y'all right now that this is our theme for the 2025 season right here. This song is Offset and JID, and the song is called Bodies. Listen. Yeah. Let's go. I do not own the rights to this song. Come on, y'all. Y'all better turn up out there. I'm trying to be quiet because my whole family got work and school in the morning. My wife has come out and yelled at me already. I didn't even start the Overreaction show. Huh? Huh? What's up, faithful? Y'all better turn up out there. Y'all better turn up out there. Come on, y'all. The body's been dropping left and right for the 49ers, and they still can't stop us. The officials trying everything they do. It don't work. It didn't work. The body's hit the floor. Huh? What? What? Y'all better turn the fuck up out there, y'all. Y'all better turn the fuck up. Get him, JID. No part. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. What? Huh? What? Niner gang, baby. Faithful in the building. We the faithful in here, baby. I tried telling y'all all week. I told y'all as soon as we fell to the Jaguars. I said, we got it next week. Don't y'all worry about it, baby. Huh? Did him, JID. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to y'all. I'm gonna get to y'all. Come on. Huh? Where we at? Let the bodies hit the floor. Come on, y'all. Y'all better stop playing with me, man. Y'all better stop playing with me. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. That is our theme song for the year right there, y'all. Bodies by Offset featuring JID. Bodies. Because we catching bodies, y'all. Huh? We losing bodies and we catching bodies. Who's next on the list? Huh? Who's next on the list? I know. Y'all waiting down there. I know. I see y'all. I see all of y'all down there. We got a poem by my man Dan. We got Leslie in the building. We got Melissa in the building. I see Steven down there. I want to see more people. Y'all, okay. I see what's happening here. Let me post the link one more time. Victory shots, y'all. Come on. You know what? There it is. Click that link. Let's go. Get in here for these victory shots. Come on. We respect the sobriety, too. Y'all can take a shot of water, milk, tea. I don't care what it is. We respect all of that. Safety first. Safety first. But let me just get a couple of things off my chest while I wait for a few more people to get in here. Because I don't want to take 3 or 4 shots tonight because I got work in the morning also. I got meetings with the regional manager. I'm going to go in there with cognac on my breath tomorrow. I know what it's going to be like already. I know I'm packing my toothbrush, Scope. Y'all anybody still use Scope? That's probably like the bad one, right? What's the good mouthwash? I'll talk to y'all about that later on, okay? Get your dogs of the game ready also. Get your dogs of the game ready because it was some damn dogs in this game, and I'm not mad at none of them. I'm not mad at none of them, y'all. Huh? I was wrong. Oh, I found something else that I was wrong about. Halftime adjustments. I said, man, Robert Sala's halftime adjustment been phenomenal all year long. I was sitting around looking at Sala like, hey, bro, where's your defense in the second half? But they showed up when we needed it the most. Listerine, that's probably the good one, right? Listerine is probably the good one. Except that gold one. That gold one is a weird flavor. I don't know what flavor that's supposed to be. That gold one tastes like, I don't even know, turpentine or some shit. That gold one is a weird one. Anyway, y'all, get in here for the super chats. Get in here for the victory shots, okay? I am gonna need some super chats because I'm telling y'all, playing that song, I lost it. I know I'm not getting nothing on this one. I know I'm not getting nothing on this one. They're gonna block the video. I might lose the channel over that. I don't even care. We here, baby. We here. All right? I got to get a couple of things out the way really quick before I bring everybody up for these victory shots, and I promise you we're going to do that. We are going to do that. All right? The officiating crew, Bill Vinovich, fuck you. You tried your damnedest to take this game from the Niners. I have never in my entire life seen a coach have 2 challenges on the same drive and never throw the challenge flag once. Anybody else catch that? Opening kickoff of the second half. They said forward progress. He don't throw the challenge flag. He pulls it out. He don't drop it. They stop the play and do a little huddle on the sideline. And they talk to him for a solid minute and 17 seconds. Then they come out and say forward progress can't be reviewed. But they didn't take a timeout. They didn't take that man's timeout. So was it a challenge or not? Because if it was a challenge, then they should have taken a timeout. If it wasn't a challenge, there was no need for the huddle and the 77-second conversation over there. But that's cool. Later on that drive, he has another challenge. And he never drops the flag. They come out and say, oh, the review from up top, the runner was short. Oh, okay. The refs spent all second half trying to fuck the 49ers. All of them. Every single one of them. I saw a guy literally do a belly flop on top of Mac Jones, and they did not call landing on the quarterback. They didn't call it. The refs did everything in their power to take this game from the 49ers. And you know what happened? You know how it all played out at the very end? Pride. Pride goeth before the fall. Sean McVay's pride. Instead of just kicking the field goal and going to overtime. You know what that told me? He was scared. He didn't want to let that 49ers offense back on the field. He was scared. In his own house. He was scared. He was shook. Y'all lucky I don't have the song Shook Ones on here by Mobb Deep because I would play that too right now. But it's cool. Listen, I'm going to stop because I don't want to take all the good points that other people want to talk about. There was a horse collar they didn't call on Christian McCaffrey. They said, oh, that was in the first half. Oh, he had both hands on the jersey. Bruh, he pulled him down by his shoulder pads with his right hand and the other and the jersey on the left hand. Even the commentators started to change their tune on that final drive. But it's all good. Let me go ahead and get my people in here, man. Y'all been waiting long enough, man. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to start popping people up here on the stage, man. Dan, you know I'm saving you for later because you got the poem. Leslie, welcome to the stage, love. Melissa, welcome to the stage. Who else we got down here? Come on.
Hi, everybody.
Here we go.
Hi, Miss Leslie.
Down there.
Hi, Dan.
Miguel is in the building.
Yeah.
Cherry's in the building. Huh?
Let's go.
Yeah. Y'all turn up. I can't do it. Y'all make some motherfucking noise, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on now. They tried all game. They threw everything they had at us. Kyle
Mike, you forgot a penalty.
Disappeared in the second half. Which
you
one?
forgot a penalty, Mike. The hands to the face.
Hands to the face.
Well, even the commentators
They
see
called
it.
like 3 of those.
Come on now. Come on. They tried everything
Bill
in their
Vinovich.
power.
They
tried everything in their power. But you know what? You can't fight fate. The play right before that fumble by Kyron Williams at the end there, that play right before the fumble. Now, granted, I thought we were going to march down the field to get the field goal. I thought I was going to get my win by 6. We didn't do it. We went 3 and out, right? But you can't fight fate. Listen, I saw Davante Adams throwing illegal picks all night long, and they didn't call a single one of them. Not a single one of them. Not a single one. It's cool. Hey, look, y'all. Y'all know what time it is.
Which one was worse, Mike? Which one was worse? The one in the end zone or the one near the end of the game?
Oh, no, the one at the end of the game where he blocked that one with 2 people. Yeah. He blocked 2 people on that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I just say before we hit these shots?
Yes.
If we win the Super Bowl this year, this will be the greatest team to ever exist in the NFL history.
Before we do this,
rivalry team, and check it out. This was a second and third string offense.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Don't get it. Save it. Go ahead, Dan. What'd you say? Go ahead.
And before we begin, I would like to remind everybody that Nothing But Niners does not remind you to drink responsibly. I know it's been an exciting night, but please drink responsibly. Safety first.
Yes. Yeah. I'm
in my new house. I'm gonna drink irresponsibly.
Just make sure you don't got to drive in the next 6 hours like I do.
I ain't going. I ain't got to be at work till 10 in the morning. I was moving in at halftime into my new home that y'all will see behind me and all of it. Loving it.
And congratulations on the new house, bro.
Man.
Congratulations on the new house. All right, here we go, y'all. Let's go ahead and throw this one back, man. I got a first super chat here by Vernon. Hold on, let me play the ching ching sound. The first one of the night there from Vernon. Mike, I can't go on cam, but cheers. Well, we're gonna leave your super chat on camera here. Let me bring myself down. Hold on. Y'all don't need to see my ugly mug for this. All right, here we go. Through the lips and past the gums. Watch out, tummy. Here it comes. Cheers. See that, Dan? You're not the only poet on here, man. You're not the only poet.
Nope.
All right.
Whoa.
All right. Let's go ahead and get this thing started here, man. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna rock out this way. Okay. Let me get everything fixed over here. All right. Let me see where we at now. All right, Aaron, you're up first, man. I need your dog of the day. And whatever thoughts you had on the game, man, we're going to keep this one moving. And I am going to go from this video, and I'm staying on, and I'm going to break down the pressers right after this, too. So we got to keep this one moving.
Go. Can't wait for that. But dog of the day's got to be Bourne. Dropping all them balls last week. They're coming in and pin. Got to stick them on today. Yeah. I really thought it was going to be a Robinson game, being how Kyle's petty like that, and he would have had him going all over the Rams. But Bourne was great. Yeah. No, it was great.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on the game?
Man, Siegel got to go somewhere, dude. That guy. He had me screaming at the TV. What are you doing?
I hate when I see a deep shot going and it's not a cornerback there, bro. And listen to this, right? So at the end of the game, speaking of Siegel, at the end of the game, Diamador Lenoir was covering Davante Adams, and he saw that the shot was going to the other side.
Had to break off
to Atwell. If he didn't break that off, that's a touchdown because Siegel was behind Atwell. Siegel was behind Atwell, nowhere to make a play on the ball.
I can't wait for Mustafa.
Nowhere.
Bro, Mustafa can't get back soon enough. Yeah. Aaron, man, if you got nothing else, I got to let you go so we can keep this one moving, though. No, you good?
Yeah, all right. Go Niners.
All right, I'm gonna bring Miguel up next. Jerry, you will be after Miguel, okay? I did the wrong thing. My bad, y'all. I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry. It's like giving me really small. There we go. Nope, it didn't do it. Hold on. Drop him. There we go. All right, Miguel, you're up next, buddy.
Turn up. Oh. Hey. Man.
Dog of the day. Come on, you got to give me a dog. We got one vote for Bourne. We got one vote for Bourne.
You know what? I think I'm going to go a different route. Somebody else probably already think of this, but Mac Jones. Mac fucking Jones.
Battling through injuries, right?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. Yes.
No interceptions.
Playing good. No interceptions. Playing good in the clutch.
At the end, Miguel, true or false? When he got that ball out, it was an incomplete pass, but he was getting hit by 2-3 people at the same time. Did you not think that was going to be a fumble? Did you not think that was going to be a fumble?
You know what? I was just watching. I wasn't trying to see because when I was thinking, the defense started falling apart. And I stopped thinking. I really did. I watched and just put my trust in the team. Look. Whew. You talk about a stressful game right there. And to pull it out with the guys that we had, y'all, like, for real, this is a rivalry game. This is a high-tension game even for the starters. And for this team to come out here and put this together, going to overtime, really. And that's when I really felt, I was like, ooh, because the defense is just, it came up clutch. Man, come on. But okay, my other dog of the day, I got to give it to him. The rookie on the defensive line, that clutch ever.
Alfred
fucking Alfred.
Baby.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Yes, sir.
I may not sound so excited, but man, you have no idea. What this team is going through is what I went through to get into my house. Just all kinds of adversity. The day we were supposed to move in, the AC and they had broke in the house and got the furnace. So we had to wait for them to get it, and the guys that came out did it. They put a cage on the AC. They had kicked in the doors, so the doors had to be. So it's been 2 weeks for me, the time I'm supposed to move into my house. So, long story short, man, moving into my house was the most adversity. I had stuff I was having delivered. I had to stop that, and man, look, and to see my team pull it out, like this, right, to just really, this was, as Wayne's show is, nitty gritty. This was a nitty gritty game, and I'm sorry I'm taking up so much time, y'all, but I just have to equate this win was for me. It was for me because the victory happened right at the moment. I mean, my son finna bring my bed and my furniture over. I'm finna set the house up. Next time y'all see it, I'm gonna have a whole nother studio. So Mike, get ready for
all right, baby,
me to join you on some shows because I'm gonna have my studio set up. But hey, y'all, look, I'm gonna end it with this. This team has the potential to win the Super Bowl. We've seen it right here with our own eyes.
We already
second and third stringers, battle tested.
Come on, baby.
And we got 10 days off. We'll get a lot of starters back. I think they should hold Brock back another week, and then roll to the Super Bowl.
Come on, baby.
Let's roll to the Super Bowl.
Come on, baby. I like it. Very good.
There we go,
man. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, listen, man. Wait, before you go, I got some advice for you real quick. Congrats on the new house. But I hope you got a security system. I got a security system over there. All that's coming. I got personal protection.
Cameras. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stay strapped. But I got the cameras, the window sensors, all that's coming and finna be set up.
Yeah.
Gotta take care of
you ain't got to get ready.
Right. I got to take care of my big brother. We in here.
All right, big dog. I'll talk to y'all, man. Congrats on the house again.
I am my brother's keeper, like the Niners.
Yes, I am. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Oh, I didn't mean that to happen. Hold on now. That was supposed to bump Jerry down there. Come on. Jerry, where did Jerry go? Wait. There he is. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, brother. What's going on, baby? How you feeling, man?
Oh, what's up, fam? I was pretty upset today because I was setting up my display over at practice for my son. He's first year playing football. I think we talked about it during our last win and our shot. Honestly, I feel like I need to run it back. Last game, Kendrick Bourne dropped 3 passes. A game before that, my shot, I said Kendrick Bourne was my dog. Today, Kendrick Bourne is still my dog, and I'm gonna have to call him out. I have to. But CMC, use check.
Come on,
Mac Jones. I mean, keep it going. I mean, we had like upwards of 22 people hurt out there on the on our team. I was talking to a bunch of Rams fans out here because I'm in Southern California, in enemy territory out here. But you know what?
Yes,
we
sir.
kept our house. Levi South is still ours. They can't say nothing about it,
bro. During the game, they play this thing and they hit this button and it goes around the stadium. You can see it and it says, "Whose house?" You can hear people saying, "Niners, whose house?" It was so bad that I don't know if it was overtime or late in the fourth quarter. They were like, they better stop saying that because not tonight. Like even Al Michaels hating ass had to start acknowledging like that's our fucking house, baby. That's our house, baby. We took that shit over. We do it every damn time, man.
That's right.
Every time. You know, all the crowd noise that you ever hear, the Ram fans during our game, it's all pumped through the speakers. I've been to those games.
Audio.
It's all audio. It's never anyone there.
What's up, baby? What's up? I said put the kids to bed. It's cool. Now I got to watch what I'm saying. Can he hear me?
Yeah.
He can hear me. How old are you?
9.
9.
Aww.
It is way past. Oh wait, you guys are on the West Coast. Never mind. It's not way past your bedtime. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, buddy. Did you enjoy the game?
Yes.
Can I get one? I got one request from you. Can he yell? He's not gonna get in trouble if he yells. Is it like a baby sleeping or something? As loud as you can. Can I get a "Go Niners" as loud as you can? One time. Let's go. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about right there, man. Star of the show. That's my dog right there. That's my dog of the day right there. Let's go. That's my dog right there. What's his name?
William.
That's Juju.
Juju, let's go, man. Juju is my dog of the day. I like that, man. Let's go. It's a positive thing to be a dog in this. This is not a negative one, Juju, all right?
We're good.
Jerry, anything else before I let you go, man? I don't want to cut you off or cut you short.
Hey, nah. We good right now. Just like I said before, you know what? We couldn't count out KB. I got a feeling, and this is just my gut feeling. I'm always trying to look at the positive side. I think Purdy still has some gas in the tank. I think he was still hurt. So that's just me looking at the glass still half full, and hopefully he can come back and do some damage when we need him.
Yeah, the Niners have 2 capable quarterbacks. I know a lot of people want this to be a quarterback controversy and all that stuff, and look, I get it statistically speaking and all that, right? But I'm going to tell you guys something, man. The Niners have 2 guys that are capable of going out there and leading them to wins in games. So that's a positive. Let's not try to spin it into a negative at all. And there's going to be a bunch of content creators saying it now. There's going to be a bunch of people on the national media saying it now. I'm not saying that Purdy is elite. I'm not saying that Mac is elite. I'm saying that we got 2 guys that we can go out there and win games with, and that's the important part. That's right.
Part. We're in a good position right now. We good. 4-1 and in the top of the division. That's right. I'll take it all day.
That's right. They all looking up at us, man. Jerry, I appreciate you, big dog. Leslie, you were up next on the docket. You guys be safe, all right? Juju, get some rest tonight, all right?
Okay. Night.
All
Good
right.
night, Juju.
All right. That is awesome.
We're raising that boy right. That's good.
That's right.
Let's go, Team Leslie.
Let's go, man. Come on.
So tonight's foot count, I started this game off with about 3,000 steps, and it's now at 12,350. So you know, I have the game on the computer so I can watch with everybody, and in the bedroom and the living room. So when I'm walking around, I know
It's on. You don't miss anything.
I am coaching in every place. I can't believe tonight. This was like my heart just finally calmed down. My 2 dogs of the night, Alfred Collins. Oh my goodness, that little boy.
Yes.
Oh my God, he came up for it when we needed it. And Hendrick Bourne. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, out of nowhere. But you know, Matt Jones. Those damn boys. That's good. Wow. I'm impressed. And he looked comfortable tonight. Did you notice that? He looked calm and comfortable. What bothers me the most is and I haven't, I'll have to like look at film and listen to other people and all this kind of stuff, but the adjustments at halftime, they had our number. So we've got some work to do.
Absolutely. Yeah,
but what I am going to say is, even though they had our number and they kind of ran up, and they outscored us and they did all that stuff, it was like they were playing our practice squad, especially on defense. And so to see the defense come through like that, to see those kids come through the way they did, they deserve a big steak dinner and a big bonus. Good for them.
That's right.
But I'm also going to tell you, I can't handle these kind of games. The next one just has got. I'm old. But I'm telling you, I agree. This could be our no-name team that ends up taking it all the way for that number 6 Lombardi. It would not surprise me. This was the kind of defense that I remember from the old
days. Queen Leslie.
Right? That's what I remember, is the kind that was like, no, you're not getting it. I don't care if it is, first and goal and you're on the 2, you're not getting in the end zone.
That's right.
That's the kind of stuff. That's the like when didn't even have enough guys on the field and we kept people out of the end zone. So that's the kind of stuff I want to see. And meanwhile, they've got to knock it off, because I've got to be able to live through this in order to see it.
Love you.
I said it in the pregame show. This is the reserves, ladies and gentlemen, and the reinforcements are on their way. Y'all just hold tight. Y'all just strap in. We got a lot of season ahead of us. We are officially done with the first quarter of the season, and the Niners have 1 loss. Guys, y'all realize that we are on pace for just 4 losses all season long? Do y'all realize that?
And now, just on a personal note, besides football, I'm always been a big WWF, but now WWE fan. And I'm going to tell you something. Ric Flair and that stupid daughter of his, they can kiss my big ass with those little ram outfits before the that show them.
But they were bought off. Just like Jesse Williams up in the stands and the entire hockey team. It was just like, can we show any more celebrities to pretend they have fans?
Yeah, exactly. They have to pay people to come in and be their fans.
But Jesse
Williams, isn't that funny? They had to get a.
Jesse Williams' daughter was wearing a Niners jersey. I don't know if y'all saw that or not.
She
had on a red Niners jersey. So
and did you see how fast they pulled away from that box, though, as soon as they saw non-blue? Did you see how fast? Everybody else that they lingered on for at least a minute and a half on the TV telecast. As soon as they hit up Jesse Williams, they're like, oh shit, pull back. We're just going to talk about the show. Let's go.
When they did that big pullback and showed the whole stadium, it was like,
that red.
It's Levi. No, it's not.
Yeah.
The best part was in overtime after the kick from Pinheiro, and they were like, this guy's job is to do this whole thing, and they're like, not today. He's not messing with the Niner fans today. He's not asking whose house it is today.
That's right.
I will tell you that obviously I'm still suffering from PTSD with Jake Moody, because man, every time there's a kick, I'm just like, please, Lord, I promise. And he made him. That last one was a doink, so he needs to knock that off. He needs I want him down the middle. We need a Mr. Automatic. We need that. I want everybody to do their job. And that's what I want to see. There's a lot of times in this game tonight where I was yelling at the TV. I don't care if you are a backup. Do your damn job. You've got to know what it is. And that's what I want to see on this team. That will take us into the Super Bowl. When you've got people knowing, no matter who it is, next man up, like you said tonight, let the bodies fall. Next man up, but they've got to do their job. No fooling around. You know, I want people cutting off their finger if it gets in the way, just like Ronnie used to do. You know,
just like Ronnie. That's right. 4-2, baby. That's right. That's
we
right.
love
Leslie,
you.
I love it, man. We love you, Leslie. Thank you so much for hanging and sticking with us throughout the evening, okay?
I got to get the dogs to bed. I love you all. Thank you.
We love you too. Have a fantastic night, all right?
Go Niners.
Go Niners. Melissa, you are up next. And then after Melissa, we are going to go with my man Steve. And then we're going to have Dan for the poem, baby. We're going to have Dan for the poem.
All right. You sure you want the jersey, Mike? Because I got some jersey right now. I'm pissed.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. I need the heat. Let's go.
These fucking refs need to get a fucking life and stop betting against the Niners. Like, this shit is so inexcusable that you're constantly, like, it's like, oh, the Rams only have a field goal. Let's help them out. Oh, the Rams only have 10 points. Let's help them out. Every chance they could, they flagged the Niners. And I'm not saying that none of them were deserved, but the flagrant way that they held this guy's hand, you would think he's Patrick Mahomes. Like, he's such to be this great, outstanding Hall of Fame quarterback, but your sorry asses had to help him go down the field, just like you would on all these other overrated quarterbacks that you keep preaching on all your freaking shows. And then you have literally Mac Jones, who is hurt, who is the backup quarterback for this game on a short week, who has to play because the actual quarterback can't get past his turf toe. And you're all whining about how Joe Burrow's out because of his toe injury. And you have him landed on. I don't care if his hands were braced over him. Literally, the rule is if you land on the quarterback, you're supposed to fucking call roughing the passer. And your sorry asses all just like, no big deal. It doesn't matter. The guy's on the floor. Oh, look at how tough he is. He walked off the field. It's like, can you guys get a fucking life? I'm so sick of the after words of, oh, we're sorry, Niners. That we shouldn't have called that call. Oh, sorry, Niners. We missed up the call. You're on prime time. You have actual legends there calling this game with Rick and Sherman and Tony Gonzalez and everybody else, and you're just like gonna screw it all up on Thursday Night Football? And you know what I am so beyond sick of is that everybody, even now on Twitter, and I had to get off Twitter, is saying, "Oh, look at the poor defenseless Niners. Oh, look at the depleted Niners. They won over adversity. Oh, it's the short week. It's this. No, this fucking team is back. This is the same fucking team that Mike bet on in 2019 to go to the fucking Super Bowl, and he won his fucking bet. This is the same tenacious defense that whatever the fuck happens, they're gonna fucking go every goal line stand, every third down, every fourth down, every flag, no fucking excuses. They're gonna fucking take your fucking names and laugh in your faces for ever daring to think that you can fucking cheat your way to a win. It doesn't matter if you're a rookie, if you're a vet, whatever, they all hang in there. And there's no pointing the finger at anyone. And it's just, get a fucking over yourselves. We get it. You want the Packers. You want the Rams. You want all these teams. Well, guess what? You've been talking about the Rams all week, how saying that they're the best chance to beat Philly. Has Matthew Stafford ever beat Philly? Not once. Not once in his career. You know who actually has beaten the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts? This fucking San Francisco 49ers defense. So how about you put some fucking respect on my team's name, because we're damn sick of the fucking apologies and all the other bullshit that you want to slander us with. 4-1 is 4-1.
That's right. They want to say that the Niners haven't played anybody, and you know what's funny about that? We don't have anybody to play on our side. Like, we're out there with the little reserves.
At the same time, they'll prop up Sam Darnold. At the same time, they'll prop up Kyler Murray. And then as soon as they talk about our wins, oh, wait, it's just the Niners. They're nobody's because everybody's on IR again. There's no excuses here. We're fucking a team.
That's right.
And we have each other's back. And I wanted to shout out real quick, Marquise Siegel as my dog of the week.
Oh, what? Now that is coming out of left field. I'm playing this. Wait, hold on. Wait for it. Hold on. Hold on now. Because Lucy, you got some splaining to do. I want to know how you propping this guy up as your dog of the week. I'm listening.
Because we have no vets back there. He's playing as a rookie, and he's holding down a position that has no help, no one to back him up. And you had D winners and everybody else blitzing all night. And if it wasn't for Marquis Siegel having the backfield all to himself, there would have been an insurmountable lead against us. It's not perfect. It's not pretty. But when this freaking guy has to step up, he steps the fuck up.
He did have that PPU.
I will
he did
absolutely have this guy's back. And my other player of the game is Jake Tonjes. Mike,
dog of the day. I knew you were going to do it. I knew you were going to do it. I fucking knew it. I said no one said Jake. I know Melissa's going to do it.
Mike, you know how many years I've been begging for tight end depth or an actual tight end too.
That's right.
This guy has stepped up. This guy has been cut by this team, and he just keeps rolling on, just like all my favorite players. And I could go on. I'm not going to take any more time from anybody, but I had to be here to celebrate with you. So
I appreciate it. Melissa, thank you so much, man. You have some fantastic dogs of the day. Right now, guys, Kendrick Bourne is in the lead, and I'm going to announce whoever it is that's the overall dog of the day. I got a special little thing I'm going to do for him at the end of this. So, all right, because I talked about.
You mind if I stay for the pressers?
No, absolutely. You can stay. I'm going to drop you off screen, but it'll have you backstage, okay?
No big deal.
All right, Steve, you're up next, big dog. Let's go, baby. Let's see it. I like that jersey too. Hold up now. Hold up. Well, come on, man. Drop my man over in the box. What? It won't drop you in the box. Hold on. Let me try this again. Why won't it drop him in the box?
I don't know.
Hold on. All right, let me do this.
There
now
we
let
go.
me try to do it like this. Okay, we got that, but that's still not how I want it. I want it like, there we go. Okay. All right, I gotta look at that, bro. Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh and clean. Let's go, Steve. Huh? What do it say on your collar, baby? What do it say on the collar of that jersey, baby? You know what it says? I'll tell y'all. It says faithful. What are you made of? You know what goes on the collar? You know what goes on the collar? It's the materials and what that product is made up of, man. And that one says faithful. That jersey is for the faithful, baby.
And on the inside, it says faithful to the Bay.
You damn real, baby. You damn real, baby. Let's go. Come on, man. Who's your dog of the day, man? I'm going to get your thoughts. Let's go.
First of all, Mike, whose house?
Our house, Niners, baby. It's the Niner house, baby. Let's go. Let's freaking go, man. Come on.
I got 4 dogs of the day.
Ooh, okay.
Kyle Shanahan for calling the tush push. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. We did, by the way, we had successful 2 quarterback sneaks for first downs in that game. 2 of them bad boys, bro. 2 of them bad boys. Go ahead. Keep going.
Bourne, Mac Jones,
Kendrick, Mac,
and Eddie P.
Come on, baby. Huh? Can you what? Let's go.
Thank God the kicker for the Rams missed that extra point.
Oh, come on, baby. Because then they would have went for the field goal, and that would have been the win, right?
Yeah.
That's the listen, you know what's crazy? In the Patreon, I said it. I said, I don't know how, but that 1 point is going to mean something. Dan, you were there. Didn't I say it, Dan?
I was there.
I said that 1 point is going to mean something. I said, ball don't lie, and that 1 point is going to mean something because if the score stood the way it was,
we would have
went into overtime. We went into overtime.
We would have lost by 1.
Damn real.
He's right. He did say that.
I said that 1 point is going to mean something some way, somehow. I said, I don't know how, but that point's going to mean something. And damn it if it didn't, man. Good call right there, man. Good call, Steve.
I was down on my knees. I was praying. I was like, please miss this fucking extra point. Please miss this fucking extra point.
Who got the hand up on that?
Man. That was number 92, Jordan Elliott, baby. Jordan Elliott got the block.
Yeah,
man.
good on him. Man, you could see that coming too. And I'm not going to take up any more of his time, but when they showed all those highlights of the Rams getting those field goals blocked,
yeah,
I thought maybe we could get one more.
Yeah.
And granted, I thought we almost did too, but I'm not going to take any more of Steve's time. So, Steve, you finish up.
Go ahead, Steve. It's on you, baby.
But yeah, oh man, if there was any game that you were on pins and needles and shit like that, it was this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. Listen, Steve, man. I appreciate you, man. You have put Kendrick Bourne in the commanding lead with a bullet. I do have 2 Mac Jones, but I got 4 votes for Kendrick Bourne. That's going to give Kendrick Bourne the lead for the day, man. It doesn't matter who Dan names, doesn't matter who I name. That's at least tied. I mean, that's the dog of the day right there, guys. Kendrick Bourne went out there after having not 1, not 2, but 3 really big drops, and he comes back with just 1 drop. Let me start with the negative, but he finished with 10 receptions and 142 yards, y'all. 142 yards. And so for that, you stay right there. I got a little song that I want y'all to hear for our dog of the day.
Can I pet that dog? No. Can I pet that dog? No. Can I pet that dog? No. Can I pet that dog?
Hey! Yeah! Kendrick Bourne, the dog of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Huh? Get it? Uh-oh. Beat change. KB in the building. Yes. KB in the building. One more beat change and I'll cut it off. It's too long. I'm going to cut it off. Hey, KB. Come on, Kendrick Bourne. Let's go. Shout out to Sean for putting me on to this remix, man. Come on. All right. I gotta stop. There's another minute and a half of that song left, though. That is phenomenal. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead. Send it back to my man, Steve. Steve, man, your final thoughts. Go ahead, man. And then I gotta go ahead and get to my man Dan in this poem because I can't wait for this. I can't wait.
One question for you, Mike. If Kendrick Bourne and Christian McCaffrey caught the passes like they did kind of this week, last week, do you think we have victory shots last week?
Absolutely. It took everything going wrong for the Niners to lose that game. I'm talking 4 turnovers. I'm talking bad officiating, just fumbles. Like it was bad. Like it took everything going in favor of the Jaguars. There's no doubt in my mind if they just convert. If we have 2 less drops in that game, I sincerely think the Niners win that game last week. That's how close we are to being 5-0. People don't even realize it. That's how close we are to being 5-0, bro.
Good enough.
Love it, man.
And that's
Love
all
it.
I have.
All right. Thank you very much. That's my dog Steve right there. We're going to move Dan to the big screen. Well, hold on. Dan's got his own banner in here somewhere. Hold on. Where's my victory poem thing? Hold on. I got to find it, man. My man Dan is ready. Victory poem by Dan. All right, here we go, man. The floor is yours, big dog.
I am just going to read the poem today, and then I'll get to my thoughts on my dogs afterwards, if you don't mind.
Yep.
I have to warn. I got a knock on my door from my neighbors twice because I was being too fucking loud.
Let's go. What kind of party?
When Collins punched that ball out, that might have been the loudest I've ever yelled in my life from a fumble. And when we stopped on my fourth and out, I'm not gonna lie, I went and set up in my car. I took my laptop out. I took a laptop and my phone out to the car, and I was like, I'm just gonna do this out there, so I can be as loud as I want. And then I was like, Then I looked at my phone and it was at 15%. I was like, fuck, I have to go back inside.
I thought I saw you in the car when I started the show, like at the very
Yeah,
beginning
I
of the show.
did. I was in the car. And then I looked at my phone. I was like, crap. Well, I better pack it up and take it inside. But
That's
it wasn't too much
on
of a
Thursdays,
hassle.
man.
Yeah. All right. The Sea of Red in SoFi's Dome. The Niner faithful made it home. In the Rams' own house, their voices rang a golden chorus. The faithful sang. Beneath the lights, the battle roared. Niners and Rams, the scoreboard soared. With every snap a clash, each yard a war. The faithful's hearts were asking for more. Mac Jones stood ready, cool and clear, eyes like steel, no hint of fear. Through chaos swirling, through flags that were unfair, he played with grit beyond compare. The refs, it seemed, wore the horns that night. Phantom calls stole drives from sight. Yellow fabric rained on the grass, yet still the Niners would not pass. Sean McVay, with sideline cries, stopped the clock with pleading eyes. 3 times were granted, the rules were undone. Time bent backwards for the Rams' run. And stranger still, the field was flawed. A challenge granted against the law. No flag was tossed, no timeout burned, yet somehow justice was overturned. But the Niners' line, they held firm. Through every twist, they stood long term. Defense roared with pounding chests, refusing to yield, refusing to rest. Overtime came, the tension was high, a 4th and 1 beneath the lights. The Rams pressed hard, the crowd drew a breath. The Niners stopped them, putting them in their death. So victory rose through the fire and the storm, through tilted calls, through rules deformed. A faithful cheered, their hearts were set free, a game of steel for the Niners' destiny.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Y'all put your hands together for my man Dan, the poet, baby. Dan, the poem, man. I love it. Absolutely freaking love it. Listen, man, you know what I'm happy about? What you said the most? All the positive things in that poem, all the negative things in that poem, us overcoming. You sat out here and you talked. I'm glad that somebody else got yelled at for being too loud tonight. That's what I'm happy about, because my wife came out and yelled at me. I'm just happy to know that it wasn't just me, man. I am so happy to know that, man. That is absolutely phenomenal. You know what I'm going to do, Dan? I thought we were going to have more people popping in afterwards because we had a full backstage. No one else came in. I'm going to take one more victory shot. That beautiful poem, and for everybody that was out here earlier, I'm going to pour out a victory shot here. Yeah, brother. Let's go ahead and throw one more back really quick. Hold on. Let me do the little screen the same way. All right. One more poem from me, not to take Dan's shine away. Dan, do you know the poem?
Through the lips and past the gums, watch out, tell me, here it comes.
Hell yeah, baby. That's how you do it. Okay. All right, Dan. The floor is yours. If you have any questions, if there's anything else that you want to say, man, that was absolutely beautiful, man.
Well, I mean, Mike, I think there is a time to be, good sports about things. But tonight is not one of those nights. Oh man. Twitter. Oh man, you should check out Twitter, man. The Rams fans are bitching. I mean it. They are crying about that kickoff, the kickoff that was blown dead because he was stopped from forward progress. And it was clear as day. And they're still whining and complaining about it. I got it up here. I see the fumble. And my dog of the day goes to Alfred Collins. That play.
Let me play it.
That
come on.
Single-handedly. That play single-handedly. That play single-handedly saved the game for us.
Yes.
And that defense did everything, and I mean everything they could, to keep them from scoring.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's a miracle. It's a miracle that happened.
You know what's crazy? Watching that play live, I saw Collins coming in with the fist. I had seen Lenore doing it all game long. Like, everybody's throwing that punch out there because, like, they know, like, we can't get our hands on interceptions. And there were 3 or 4 missed interception opportunities in this game also.
Yeah.
When they start, let me tell you, Faithful, something. When they start coming, I said it last week about that olive jar thing, that analogy that Jim Harbaugh talked about. I am telling you, they're going to come in bunches. I'm not kidding, man. There were so many. Winters had one. Lenore had 1 or 2. There was someone else.
Lenore could have. Was it Lenore that could have had it at the end of the game when they were
at
throwing
the very end?
Yeah, he could have had that. Instead, we're swatting it away like it was hacky sack or something. Like it's not.
I think that's coaching, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think that's coaching because if you tip it to yourself, and then the offensive player comes in, and it's like both of you guys go to the ground at the same time, it favors the offense. If it's a tie, it goes to the offense. You don't want to give that up in the end zone. So I think that they're coached that way. It's a problem because I wish he really tried to make a play on the ball, but he just batted it away. I know exactly what play you're talking about.
Yeah, he could have had that too. And who was the referee crew tonight? I think you said, I'm trying to remember.
Bill Vinovich.
Yeah, fuck him. His entire crew too. And you know what?
F, capital H.
And you know what? New York, for reviewing those two, can also screw themselves.
Yeah,
because they didn't intervene in any of those scenarios, right? Because what did they call? They called the hands to the face, I think, like 3 separate times. Not one of them was on the face. They're all on the shoulders.
Yep.
And then, I'm trying to think, not one of them, and then they didn't intervene either when they were landing on Mac Jones and shoving him into the ground, like way after the fact he's throwing the ball.
By the way, I need someone to tell me this also, because to your Mac Jones point, isn't it illegal to tackle and hit the quarterback below the knees?
Yeah.
Isn't that still a thing?
Isn't that? Yeah, it's illegal to do that to the offensive line too.
They did that shit like 8 times.
They did that shit like 8 different times. Yeah.
Yes. Mac Jones got hit below the knee so many times, and I'm like, wait, is this legal now? Like, did they take that rule away? So I honestly, I didn't complain about it one time during the game because I was like, maybe they changed it, and I got to stop saying that.
No, that's illegal. As far as I know, that's illegal. And I think it's still. I mean, obviously, if they did something like that to Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts, they're obviously going to throw that flag. Mac Jones is Mac Jones, and he's a backup quarterback, and blah, blah, blah. They're not going to throw that stuff for him.
Yeah.
And even when a guy is landing with full body weight on a guy that's limping down the field, I mean, and the ref is standing right there, right? Because you got that back judge that's standing right back there, too. He's got clear vision for that. What did he do all of a sudden?
How don't you call it?
Get a cane and glasses and be like, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. It's that Simpsons meme.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and by golly, if we play the Rams, when do we play the Rams next? I'm trying to remember which week that is.
Give me 1 second. I can tell you. Give me one more second here.
Okay.
49ers, Rams, 2025. The next game is, I probably shouldn't have put 2025. November 9th.
Okay. When they come here in November, I never want to see Sean McVay ever walk up to a ref and have a conversation with him for a full 2 minutes to try and get a call overturned ever again without having to throw a challenge penalty. I never want to see that shit again because at the bare minimum, right? They never should have had that timeout for one thing because we kicked it off, right? We kicked it off. The play was blown dead, and then the ball comes out, and then they pick it up and try to run it back, right? And then Sean McVay comes up and tries to argue with the ref, right? Now, generally, coaches sometimes tend to do that, right? They come up to try to argue with the ref, and usually it doesn't last for more than maybe 15 seconds. This lasted for a full minute and 30 seconds ish. They should have had to waste a timeout because they need to get
which is what Kyle had to do last week to try to plead his case.
Yeah, you had to use a timeout to plead your cases, but yet Sean McVay is able to do it 3 separate times with that one timeout taken away. One timeout, not one. They never should have had it. They never should have had at least. And imagine we take one timeout away, just one, right? I think you're muted, Mike.
They don't get the overtime. I was trying not to speak over you. They don't get the overtime at one timeout.
Right.
They need
because well, here's the thing though, right? We get the 1 yard line, right? We sneak it on the first play, they call a timeout. We do this, we run it on the second play, it's third down, they have no timeouts left, right? We run the ball, we run that clock down about 40 seconds, they maybe have 20 seconds left to get down there and kick a field goal. And by the way, we glossed over the fact that penalty spot on that punt was a bad spot. Because that should have been on our 40, that should have been on their own 40, not the 50.
Not the
that
50.
Was bullshit.
Bro, the ball landed at the fucking 50. So they lost no yards for that.
Yeah, and it should, isn't it from like I'm trying to remember, right? Because the guy was standing at like around in between like their own 45 and their own 40, right? The ball hit like I think the 47, right? It's the 47, it rolls, he picks it up, and then he takes off, right? And then the flags come in. Are they going to say it's a spot foul? Because that's not how that works as far as I'm concerned.
So when he announced it, he said from the spot of the foul, which is weird because the foul, he was still gunning. He was still running towards the ball. So that's just odd in and of itself. Well, if it's a spot foul, and it's a block I think it's a block in the back, right? Or a holding call. It's one of the two. It was one of the two. That penalty happened past midfield. So if it's a spot foul, at the very least, it should be at least the 45. So it makes no sense. They tried to cheat. Yeah. I'm telling you, they tried to cheat. There's no trying. They did. The problem is you can't fight fate, baby. This was our game. This was our day. I'm telling y'all, I felt this all day long in my soul, guys. I'm telling you. And for those of you who are on Patreon, listen, I thought maybe I ate something bad. I had to leave the stream for a little bit. My stomach was fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But
that's true. That's true.
But this was fate. I was saying it from the Overreaction show to the Jaguars game that the Niners were going to win this game. I told everybody that from that moment. From that moment, I said we were going to win this game. I said, and I never once.
Yeah, you guys need to understand this about Mike. Mike never lost faith during this game. There was a lot of moments, especially during that one drive where they went down and had that stupid pick play where they got in and scored and didn't get a foul called on that. During that drive, there was all sorts of shit and this and that they came in and tried to. They basically drove them down the field. They saved them. The refs saved their butts, and they allowed an illegal pick play on a score, which is against the rules. As far as I know, you're not allowed to contact like that with somebody in order to set up a screen. You got to wait to block. And Mike, you mentioned this too. I think it was on the our final drive of the game where we had ran an out to Christian McCaffrey, or floated it out to Christian McCaffrey, and then he ran, right? The blocker out in front waited to actually put hands on the guy and block him so that McCaffrey could get through. That's how you run a correct screen or pick play. They didn't do that the entire game. They were holding on us. They were jarring at us. I can't tell you how many times when the Rams were on offense where I see them come around and they're choke holding our defensive line. That stuff is starting to piss me off. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's starting to piss me off. And every year I see it, the refs are going, oh, or the league is going, oh, we're going to correct this and we're going to correct that. Never once have they addressed a correction with holding calls. Never. They don't.
Never.
That's my last point.
And, you know, I want to go back to not losing faith. And this is not to pat myself on the back. But even when they were driving and they had that 1st and goal, there was a penalty that was missed. And I said, ball don't lie, guys. We're going to get this back. Like,
yeah.
Dre was being negative, and then the very next play, Alfred Collins punches the ball out.
Yeah.
When I tell you guys that I not once lost faith, not one time, I sincerely mean it. Like, I was locked in. Like, I just knew I couldn't be let down. I could not be let down in this game. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Normally, I'm like, all right, man, maybe I
will admit this, Mike. I will admit this. Before the game started, like a couple hours beforehand, I was in a server with a Discord server with a group of Niners fans. And it was actually the 49ers official Discord server. And I was in there and I was with a guy. We were going one-on-one about, our draft picks. We were going over like quarterback draft classes. And we moved into our picks for this year. And I'm not going to lie. I was actually kind of complaining about them a little bit because I was like, our first 5 picks, or our first 4 or 5 picks were all defense and none of them were offensive line. And mentioned how the Raiders came in and sniped 2 of the linemen that we wanted because they had I think they had compensatory picks or something like that. And they came in and they took both our linemen that we wanted. Yeah, right. Compensatory picks. And they took both our linemen. And I was actually criticizing
the offensive line.
Yeah. I was criticizing the Niners front office for choosing like Michael Williams and all the defensive guys instead of actually going after offensive line. I would like to rescind all those comments right here, right now, because that rookie that we've got right there is just saved the game for us. I can admit when I'm wrong.
That's right, baby. That's right, baby. If you get a draft pick that single-handedly helps you get the win, it's worth it, baby. It is worth it.
Yeah.
Alfred
and then I think we have to thank
49ers.
I think we have to thank someone else too. I think we have to thank a certain Michigan running back that gave us the football deep in their own territory. You know who I'm talking about.
Mr. Kyron Williams, huh?
Well, no, not Kyron Williams. The guy, Blake Corum.
Oh,
that
Corum
guy
did the first one.
Because remember, he had that first fumble where he juggled it and couldn't catch it. Apparently, you can't catch. Michigan running backs can't catch. Sorry, Mom. But still, these guys. I mean, we could put these guys as our dogs of the day, to be honest, if we wanted to.
Right.
And they're not even Niners.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine running. And you're like at the 1 yard line, right? And you think you're going to score, and then you just get the ball punched from you.
Just punched out, man. That's so disheartening.
Yeah.
Mike, we got 2 goal line turnovers, man. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and get to these pressers now.
Yeah.
Dan, you can feel free to stay if you want. If you want to leave, that's okay too. I got Kyle Shanahan queued up here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring Kyle to the stage. We're going to have some fun. But I got to do this before I play Kyle Shanahan, man. I got to do this one more time. I want to remind everybody that's watching right now, okay? Our faithful song, all right? I got some super chats I'm going to go through. And these super chats, man, shout out to you guys, man. But listen, man, body's hitting the floor this year, y'all. The body's hitting the floor, baby. Huh? This is our fucking year. I'm telling y'all, I feel something special brewing here. Huh? No starting quarterback. No starting wide receivers. No starting tight end. Our best defensive end. Nowhere to be found, man.
No.
Come on, y'all. No real safety back there. No disrespect. No disrespect.
Yeah.
But come on now. We got level guys all over the scene.
All of you guys in the chat, get hyped. This is our year. This is our year,
baby.
We can do it. We can do it. We just proved to the nation and to the entire NFL that we are not giving up just because we have second string sitting on our roster.
Fucking right.
This is our time to prove ourselves. Because we can only apparently win things with system guys. Not anymore. We just did it with a guy. We just did it with a guy that was pretty much injured the entire game. Well, something on his knee. And he did it with a limp. And he did it to the very end. He will, and it doesn't matter. If he gets injured, maybe Adrian Martinez is that guy. You never know. Do not underestimate us. And that's the problem with NFL. They underestimate us every single fucking time.
Yep.
Every time.
Every damn time. Oh, by the way, somebody needs to clip this up. I need this as a meme. Watching my man literally crying on the bench. Watching my man literally crying on the bench. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I saw
Mike,
it. I saw it.
That reminds me.
That curly hair cutie.
Yeah.
Huh? How'd you feeling now, bro?
That reminds me of a lot of games I've seen. There was a game back in 2009. I kind of remember it, where Nebraska was playing Missouri, and Nebraska had came back from like 12 points down, and after like stopped raining, all like these Missouri guys were like lined up, like wiping tears off their face.
Yeah, damn right.
It's like add that to the list. Add that to the list.
Damn right.
He's showboat. He was showboating the entire game, I think.
Oh yeah,
most of the time.
Because
he had that run, right? He had that run that got him down inside the 10. Wasn't that him, or was that Corum? I think that was him.
No, I think Corum got the run inside. He got the touchdown to the left side, and then he had the other one to the right side.
I'm talking about the fumble drive. He had that where we kind of like stopped him, and then he came back around. Yeah, swung around, got inside the 10. That's what set him up for that fumble.
Yeah.
It was that guy, right?
Yeah, that was him. Let me get to these super chats really quick, though. Darius Mosley is in here really quick. All right, I'm going to play the ching ching for you. It's your first super chat of the night. Cheated, and we still defied the odds. Fuck them. Hashtag Niner Gang, baby. Darius, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. We don't quit on our team, y'all. We don't quit. This is why we remain faithful, y'all. This is why we remain faithful, man. I absolutely love it. It took all 22 of their starters and all 11 or 12 of the officiating crew, and they still couldn't stop us. Kyle, we're going to get to you soon. Sean has his second super chat of the night. I'm going to drop a bomb on him. He says, Mike, don't forget my super chat. L.A. McDummy. And what he's talking about is this one right here. He says, "Que pasa, mi blancos? A moment of silence for the lambs that were slain. Thank McVay." Did your end not work? Like, I don't understand what's happening.
I guess not.
McVay was a dummy and went, oh, there's the end right there, and went for it on fourth. What a dummy. Ha, 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 ha. La Garbagalo. The LA burn pile. McDummy. Bro, Sean McVay's pride really cost them this game.
Yeah. And I'm not going to lie, I'm surprised that he went for it. Because
you and me both.
Replaying in my head. Yeah, he did. He had 3 opportunities to change his mind. It was on the first time on fourth down, and then we call a timeout? Or no, they ran the ball, they threw the ball, it was short. They had an opportunity to kick it there. They lined up, we called timeout, they had an opportunity there. They lined up again, tried to get us to jump, and then called it again. Yeah, and then they called timeout. And then they still decided to run it. What a dummy. He's right. He's a McDummy. And you know what? This is for all the marketing directors out there for McDonald's in the LA areas. You need to create a sandwich called the McDummy, and you need to put Sean McVay's face on it.
Make them your official sponsor.
Yeah, right?
Official sponsor of the 2025 LA Rams.
I know. You can have them. You can have them do that too. And then I think we need to address one more thing on an unrelated note. We need to address. Amazon Thursday Night Football. Congratulations. You finally got a game that was worth watching on Thursday night. That was probably your most exciting game I think you might have ever watched. And I'm not kidding. Y'all have had a lot of bad games over the years. And, yeah, tonight's...
So many people don't even tune in for Thursday night games because they say it's terrible. They say they're terrible, they're low scoring, they don't like it. And, like, that's another thing that favors the Niners in this one. Not favors, that counted against us. Just more odds against us. We've talked and complained about the refs and all that stuff all night long. We didn't even talk about the travel schedule, the extra day of travel for the Niners. The Rams got to stay home. We didn't even mention any of that stuff, right? Like,
not yet. Not yet, at least.
Us Niner fans, we fucking endured, guys. We endured, baby. We got more super chats in here. Cody is in here. This is his first one of the night. Hold on, Cody. I got you, big dog. Heart Attack Squad is back.
I got a lot of
them. They damn sure gave me a heart attack tonight. They damn sure gave me a heart attack tonight, bro. I didn't know what was going on. And poor Leslie, God bless her. She's out there pacing around her pacing around her house. Did she say she went from 5,000 to 12,000 steps in that one football game?
I think she did.
Bro.
I think she said like she had it on like three different rooms, so that way she wasn't missing a thing.
So as she
that's fate. That's credit to her. She's faithful in that regard. She don't want to miss a thing, even while exercising.
Hell yeah. Like, that is crazy, man. Oh, my goodness. All right, so we got some more super chats. Look at y'all. Keep them coming, baby. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this. Darius is back up.
Go ahead. Read it. Guys, make sure, I'm telling you, Mike is absolutely right when he says that the Patreon is one of the best places to be during game days. He's absolutely right. As a viewer of that, of those games, it's absolutely amazing to watch Niner fans sit there. And you have a couple of people in there that like to be negative Nancy. Sometimes I am. I was last week. Ask Mike. I was last week during that Jags game. Everybody has it, but it's fun, man. You got Breezy shows up in there. You got Dre. You got all kinds of people in there, and it's just fun. It is some of the best. It's the best thing in the world to hang around Niners fans. And as somebody who's from Nebraska who does not see a lot of Niner fans, to be in a community like that is encouraging. I would encourage you guys to join it.
Patreon.com/NB9ERS. Guys, game day, we are live. And let me tell you, I've gone to a bunch of different Patreon pages where they say they show the game. I've been to Patreon pages where they're not showing the game. They're doing like play-by-play themselves, like they're calling the game and all that stuff. Guys, you get the game. You get it full screen. Like, am I an overlay? Yeah, but I'm at the very, very top where it doesn't even interfere at all.
Yeah, you don't even know. Yeah, you don't. And no offense, you don't even notice him.
Yeah,
like he doesn't like
loud
cover.
And clear.
He doesn't. Yeah, you can hear him loud and clear. You get like you can see the entire game. He doesn't cover anything up. He doesn't cover the scoreboard up or anything like that. He gives you the full. He gives it to you fully and uncensored.
That's right.
And a lot of times he has a guest on there too, and it's fun to see how they react as well.
Yeah. Darius is back. He's got another one here. This is his second one, so we give him the bomb.
Ooh.
He said, man, I had a great night tonight. I'm back again in LOL. Don't sleep on us. He's flexing on them. Hashtag Niner Gang. I love y'all. I like that, man. I'm going to give you the horn too, damn it. I'm going to give him the horn too. All right, and next up, we got Nigel. Is this Nigel's first one? Nigel's usually one of the first people to make a super chat. This is his first one. Nigel says here.
Let me check.
All right. That's his first one. No, I see it.
Yeah, it is.
He says 49ers still in first. No one picked Eddie De Niro as dog of the day. That's not true. That was Steve's fourth guy.
Yeah.
That was
Didn't
Steve's
Melissa
fourth guy.
pick him too?
I'm going to play it. Melissa had Jake Tungus, and I think she did have Eddie. I think she did.
Yeah.
Is Melissa still here? Where's she at? Are you still here, Melissa? You want to come back in? Let's bring
Bring
it
it back in.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you have Eddie also, Melissa?
No, I didn't say him, but I love Eddie, and
okay.
I'm so clutch with him. I actually tweeted about Eddie. So I said this is the first time the entire team has had each other's back, all three phases of the
Yeah.
game.
And you know what I
I
like
don't
the
even
most
remember
about
the
Eddie?
last time that happened.
What I like the most about Eddie, this dude gets fired up. He talks shit. You see him out there like, yeah, this is my house. Like, let's go, fuck them. Like, he literally said fuck them after the one kick that he made, the one that doinked off. They zoom in on his lips in slow motion, and you can see him saying, fuck them. Like, he's so hyped up, bro. Now, by the way, I just want to say this. If Jake Moody kicked it like that, where it doinked off, then it'd be like, this is why this guy's got to go. Oh, Jake Moody fucking sucks. We got to get rid of Jake Moody.
Mike.
Okay, hold on. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair because Moody has had way too many close calls, way too many misses. I can name you game after game after game. That I will take those two kicks as a fluke, Mike. I will take them as a fluke. And until Eddie starts missing and missing and missing and missing, I'm not gonna say that is a bad kick. It didn't matter. It went through.
That's true. And he's still 100% on the season. Go ahead, Melissa.
I don't know if you saw this, but in true Jersey fashion, when you've done something to be respected, you show up to make sure that person knows how much you respect them for it. And do you know that Jed York stayed in the tunnel until Eddie Pinheiro walked off the field, and then he decided to walk back into the locker room after Eddie Pinheiro walked past him?
See, and that's something that I missed. So I go from the end of the game right to here. So I don't get to see any of that kind of stuff. And that is love. That I saw somebody during the either halftime show or maybe in the Patreon community say that we were talking about, oh no, it wasn't Patreon. We were talking about the Nepo hire for our strength and conditioning staff. I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, but our head strength and conditioning guy is the husband of LaFleur's sister. So it's another familiarity I have for Kyle Shanahan. And so somebody was like, yeah, that's Jed York just being cheap again. I still refuse to call Jed York cheap. I remember when Jed York was paying not one, not two, not three, but 4 head coaches at one time because he was determined to get the right guy in here. He believes in Kyle. Now, maybe he's wrong there. That I won't say. But he believes in Kyle, and he was not afraid to move on. He was paying 4 coaches at one time, guys. I'm talking about Kyle. I'm talking about Chip. I am talking about, what's my man's name with the funny mustache? It looks like the porn star. Tom Sula. Tom Sula and Mike Singletary, all at the same time. He was paying. Oh, no, not Singletary. Not Singletary. It was Harbaugh. It was Harbaugh, Tom Sula. It was Harbaugh, Tom Sula,
Chip
Harbaugh,
Kelly, and then Shanahan.
Tom Sula, Kelly, and Shanahan. He was paying 4 head coaches at one time. I'm never going to call Jed York cheap. Jed York.
You also forget that he went also from Saleh to D'Amico Ryans to Steve Wilkes back to Saleh, and then made Saleh not only his DC again, but he made him the highest paid coordinator in the entire league.
Come on.
Just to make sure that this fucking defense was solid and that they wouldn't fight with their DC and that they would get back to the way that they need them to step up.
Exactly. Oh, let me finish the super chat here. He says Mike was singing "I Got a Feeling" at pregame. So let me tell you guys, I played that to start the Patreon episode, and let me tell you why. I kept telling my daughter, my youngest daughter, I was telling her since last night, I got a feeling the Niners are going to win. I got a feeling. So last night she comes to me after the Wayne. I was on with Nitty Gritty. It was right before we went on with them because it was her bedtime when I got home. She says, "Daddy, you know what you should do? You should play that song, I Got a Feeling That Tonight's Going to Be a Good Night." And I said, you know what, baby? That's how I'm going to start my show. I said, I'm going to start my Patreon show with that song just because you said it. And she was so excited. And I did. I started the Patreon with it, and then I went into Bodies Hit the Floor. Yeah.
You played Black Eyed Peas for your daughter? That's so sweet.
I sure did, man. I'm a man of my family, so. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start this Kyle Shanahan presser, but I got to play one thing. The game got close. We ended up going to overtime. They were driving. They were right down there. I got to play this, all right? I have this in here for this specific reason. Like, there's no other reason that I have this in here. It's for close situations that the Niners pull out. I got to play the sound effect. And if you guys know what it is in the chat, I want to see you guys tell me what movie this is from. Here we go.
Shit, that nigga had me scared, but I held my own. Fuck that.
Oh man, what is this?
I'll play it one more time. Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
Scared, but I held my own. Fuck that.
Anybody out there know what that's from? Come on, you guys get 2. There it is. Next Friday, Dom got it, baby. Let's go, Dom. Next Friday, I'm Pinky. I ain't gonna say. All right, here we go. All right, let me go ahead and get the Kyle Shanahan. This is gonna be a long night, man. You guys, if you guys got to drop off, I completely understand.
Hey,
I don't have to work
24-hour girl. I will stay no matter what.
There you
I don't have to work tomorrow, and then Saturday I'm going to the Nebraska game. So.
Oh man, so he's on vacation mode over there. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why people were banging on your door. All right, here we go. Kyle Shanahan. Here we go, guys. By the way, I don't know if you guys have the ability to mute when Kyle's on. Let's make sure that we go on mute so that way they can hear him clearly. And if there's a section that you guys want me to stop, just wave or something like that, and I'll pause it, and we can comment on any interesting comments.
But before we start, I want to ask you something.
Oh, please do.
When it comes regarding Kyle, I saw last week that you had actually praised him for somewhat giving proper criticism to Brock Purdy. Do you expect him to give proper criticisms of Mac Jones today? He made some errant passes that almost cost us a game. He almost threw a pick. Do you expect him to do the same thing with him?
That's a trick question. Here's what I'll say. If he's
I don't mean for it to be a trick question.
No, I'm going to tell you why. I'm saying it's a trick question because it's hard for me to answer. If he's not asked about those 2 plays that Mac Jones threw the ball in harm's way, I don't think he's going to bring them up. That's my only thing. I don't think he's going to go out of his way to throw him under the bus. People asked him over and over, what do you think of Purdy's performance? When Purdy was throwing so many high balls, what do you think? Blah, 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 blah. So that's why he held Purdy accountable. I don't think Kyle goes out of his way to shit on his starters. I mean, we were all over Jimmy for the last, 12 games of his career here, and Kyle kept backing him, right? So, like, that's who he is naturally. But if a beat writer asks him about a bad play, he's going to say, yeah, he shouldn't have thrown it there. I do think that he'll do the same thing.
Okay. Enough said.
Only if he's asked about it, though. Only if he's asked about it. All right, here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and get to this. Let me put the closed captions on. Let me take the banner off so that way you guys can read the closed captions when they appear. Boom and boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Plays, moving the chains on 3rd down, so you stay on the field.
Sorry, I stopped. This is why I like to play the raw one where I got to fast forward and find the because they just start they pick a spot to start. I want to hear about the injuries. So I'm going to see if I can find the other one really quick. Here we go. All right, here we go. I got it. I actually found it. So let's go ahead and share this one instead. All right. And let's get the closed captions turned on. Because he always starts the post-game pressers with the injuries from the game. I don't want him starting with whatever the fuck he was saying. It needs to be this. So, all right, here we go.
Sorry it took so long, guys. I blame Eddie. Took way too long to get back to the locker room. All right, the injuries from the game, guys. Kalia Davis had a hand, never returned, broken hand. We'll see tomorrow what we got to do with it. Yetur pulled his hamstring, never returned. D. Winters had a shoulder. He did return. Upton Sal left there at the end with an ankle. Go ahead.
Kyle, you came into this game with a lot of things working against you. What does it say about your team that you were able to pull this off?
I can't say enough about the guys. They were unbelievable. We talked how long this game was going to be, how focused we had to be, how competitive we had to be for the entire time, and started out great. But, it was a good team. They tightened it up, got real tight at the end, lost a number of dudes who we had to overcome, losing 2 D linemen in that game, and the D line still stepping it up big. Alfred getting that strip at the end. It was a huge character win. We've been in tight ones how many have we had? All 5 of them. Had a chance to pull out last week. We didn't, but pulled this one out and can't be more proud of the guys.
What
I just realized that I missed another super chat here from Darius. So Darius got 3 of them on the night, man. I'm going to play the Longhorns. Let's go. Let's go, Darius. Yeah. I love seeing Eddie get moody with the Rams. And that was fitting. That was fitting because it ties into what Kyle just said and what Melissa highlighted, that Jed York waited for Eddie to get to the locker room, right? Like that. So Kyle's saying that it took him way too long to get to the locker room. That's why he was delayed, and that's why the media session had to start late, right? All of that ties it all in together. What a full circle moment. And then the comment here, the super chat from Darius. Like, this was absolutely phenomenal. Eddie must have been making his rounds around the stadium and signing shit and everything. I don't know what he was doing at the end of the game, but for Jed York to stand there and wait to greet him there, right? Like, that's a huge sign of respect. Melissa is absolutely right with what she said there. That is a huge sign of respect, and then to have him go out there and do that, that is absolutely fantastic. And Kyle waiting for him to start the locker room speeches and all that stuff. That's phenomenal. Go ahead, Dan.
Was he like the one? Was he doing the post game interviews on Thursday Night Football that they usually do, where they get where they get everybody around?
No,
He might have been doing that.
Fred Warner and Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, both of them got that. Okay, I didn't get to see that.
So then I have no idea what took him so long. I have no idea. But either way, he deserved it because he was definitely clutch.
I think that deserves the explosion sound effect. Because even Kyle, before he even started with the injuries, he's like, yeah, I had to go thank my kicker for having my ass and saving this game and defeating my mortal enemy. And so he's more important than coming and talk to all of you.
And Darius had another one here. I don't even know what to play for that. He has no words, but I'm gonna.
It's back. It's Sean Shepard is getting outdone on your super chats again.
Yeah, no, Sean lost tonight. Sean lost tonight, man. Our super chat champ
We
is
love you,
Darius.
That's rare. That's rare. You know, Mike, you should keep you should make another little bar for your chats, like most in a stream, and put Darius on it. The next guy to get it.
I love that idea.
Yeah, he gets a total, and then you put like their total down, or maybe not that, but how many super chats they donated.
And that's so much better than that stupid Hemi thing that they have on Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
like Mike can honor every single person who steps up every week.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? You know what's funny? Last time I had a super chat competition, one person was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to win it," and just donated $150, like just straight out. I know it was one comment, but it blew everybody else out the water. So I got to be careful.
You know what? Don't start that stuff, because seriously, these people will do that. Mike, you remember? It was 2 years into knowing you, and I think it was like a March Madness show, or was one of the other shows that you sprinkled in between March Madness. And Miss Debbie came on, and she celebrated my birthday by donating $100. And I was like, "What the?"
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy.
It's another reason you got to be careful with super chats. I had somebody accidentally donate like $500. They wanted to do $5, and they pressed the zeros. You don't have to press the zeros.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so they donated $500 by mistake when they only wanted to do a $5 super chat. And so I refunded that person the $500. And here's the crazy thing, right? Like, people don't know it about the super chats, but YouTube takes like 40% of it.
Yeah, so they do.
I took a major loss on that, but it was fine because I know that I give it back in the spirit that it was given. You know what I mean? I don't do this for the money, guys. So I do this for the love. I do this for my personal passions. It's selfish, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so they've done. Was that Jerry?
Whoa!
Was that you, Jerry, that did that year? It might have been Jerry.
Mike, you take that back. You are many, many things, my friend, but you are not selfish.
Oh, no. I'm talking about why I do these shows. It is 100% selfish. This is my therapy. This is my therapy. I will do these shows if nobody's watching. I could not care less about who it was. It was Jerry. Yeah, he said it was him. That's right, Jerry. And I made
Love
sure
you,
that he got his
Jerry.
money back. Yeah, man. Jerry is my dog, man. A longtime supporter of Nothing But Niners. He did $500 instead of a $5 super chat, and I made sure my man got his money back, man. I don't short people at all, man. That is not the life that I like to live at all. So I believe in giving in the spirit that it was given to you and all that stuff. So he says, I'm so scared to send money now. It's all good. All right, let's go ahead and get back to the presser. We got a long show ahead of us here, guys. So I got the players queued up and
I was
everything.
real impressed. You know, he played his ass off, man. Was on
Let me
chance
rewind
to
it a
pull out
little bit.
last week. We didn't. But when I'm in that game and the I can't say enough about the guys. They were unbelievable. We talked how long this game was going to be, how focused we had to be, how competitive we had to be for the entire time, and started out great. But, you know, it was a good team. They tightened it up, got real tight at the end, lost a number of dudes who we had to overcome, losing 2 D linemen in that game, and the D line still like stepping it up big. Alfred getting that strip at the end. It was a huge character win. We've been in.
That's another important point. Alfred Collins wasn't on the field much when Kalia Davis was healthy. He wasn't on the field much when YGM was healthy, right? It took everything happening the way it happened to even give him that opportunity to punch that ball out there at the end. Like, I wish you guys understood what I meant by a year of destiny and the stars aligning, because I have not seen a defensive lineman come in there with that flying fist the way that Fred Warner does. I have not seen a single defensive lineman come flying in like that. And that was the one time I saw it, and he actually got the ball out. I mean, I'm going to give a round of applause. I'm getting chills just freaking saying it right now. Like,
Mike.
I wish you guys could see my goosebumps. They're real right now. Like, it is
Do you
crazy.
remember,
It's absolutely crazy.
do you remember a mic'd up moment 2 weeks ago against the Saints where Fred Warner was like scolding 3 different players about how don't take away his moments, like I'm going to get the ball, don't knock the ball away? Do you think
No,
that had some?
I haven't watched any mic'd ups, but go ahead.
Okay, well,
what about it?
The thing that I thought happened with that was that everyone now is going punch first, so that way things are tipped easier for fumble recoveries. And I think that has a lot to do with Fred Warner, because I think Fred was chasing that Patrick Willis record, and I think for our team, I think they think it's easier to get the fumble recoveries, to get the turnovers, than to get the interceptions, because, you know, we had like a kind of like cursed bad luck thing with defensive touchdowns or interceptions, and like even Shanahan was like stepping on the field during the one play, and so I think that they kind of changed their point of view, where they can't get pass interference or any of these other ticky-tacky things that'll take it away. So I think the punch out now is like their new mentality.
Yeah, it's very possible. We've got one more super chat that I'm going to highlight. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's
5.
Darius again.
It's
Wow.
Darius. This makes his 5th one. So Darius, for this super chat, bro, I'm going to play all the different. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm going to go ahead and just.
Excuse me, bitch.
Wow. That's amazing.
And I'm even going to give you a 49ers foghorn, which I have never done for a super chat. Let's go, my man Darius. He says, I'm trying to stay awake, but if I fall asleep, sleep on this. Man, hashtag Niner Gang, sweet dreams to all the faithful. We waking up #1 in the NFC West, baby. Let's go. Let's fucking go, man. Let's go, man.
Your chat is still the best one running, and I found it in 2020 and 2025. It's still the best.
Yeah, listen, man.
Uh-oh.
Supporters of this channel.
You got another one.
Plus. No way. Are you serious?
Nigel.
You guys
Nigel's going for it. Nigel's trying to catch up.
But I talked about the banner.
Nigel had a late start tonight. All right, so this is his second one. For the second one, we play the bomb for Nigel. He says, Niner D so close to getting a pick is coming. Nigel, bro, like we had 4 4 opportunities in this game. We had 3 in the last one. I'm losing count on how many
They
opportunities
had
we've
one the last week, but it got called back on a flag. That's my point. Like, they're kind of crisp when it comes to the interceptions.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. And like Jim Harbaugh said, man, it's that olive jar. Once one comes out, they're all gonna start rolling.
And
I'm telling you
that
guys.
goes back to what I was saying on my freak out earlier was they even apologized for it last week for throwing the flag on the interception after the fact, and it's like,
yeah,
it doesn't change anything.
Yep.
All right, I'll go back on mute so you can play.
No, you're all good. All right. That's it for the super chats. All right, let's get back to Kyle. Man, this is gonna be a long episode if they keep making the super chat. Listen, I know that I asked for the super chats because I was gonna lose it when I played the music. Guys, you guys can stop now. It's cool. Now I'm not gonna tell you to stop. If you want to keep them coming, absolutely, we're gonna read them all. But we're gonna go ahead and get to this presser here.
Like stepping in a big, Alfred getting that strip at the end. It was a huge character win. We've been in tight ones how many have we had? All 5 of them. Had a chance to pull out last week. We didn't, but pulled this one out and can't be more proud of the guys. I was real impressed. He played his ass off, man. Was unbelievable in the first half. Got banged up a little bit there in the second half and battled through it and protected the ball, going against that defense and throwing the ball that many times and not having a turnover and protecting like he did. I can't say enough good things about Mac.
Mac Jones finished the game, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to tell you guys that 67% completions. All right, Mac Jones finished the game 33 of 49. He threw the ball almost 50 times, 342 yards and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Ladies and gentlemen, Mac Jones, our backup quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers.
That's amazing. That's amazing considering how much pressure was put on him. And the fact that he only allowed himself to get sacked once in that game is amazing, and he deserves a lot of credit for putting himself out there. The amount of pain he was in, and you could see it too. The amount of pain that guy was in there. And remember, and Mike, you remember during the Patreon live, I said after Mac went down the first time, I said I didn't think that he was going to come back out, and I thought we were going to have to see Adrian Martinez. And honestly, I would have asked this to Kyle that if they had kicked the field goal, because I believe Mac got hit or something. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Mac got hit or something and was limping off the field on that last offensive drive we ran. I would have asked him due to the fact that Mac looked like he was in so much pain, if he was actually considering putting Adrian in if they needed that game-winning drive after the Rams were supposed to kick that field goal.
Well, I mean, the good thing is that it's not a decision. You just got to do what you got to do. If he wasn't healthy enough to go, the good thing is the first time Mac went down, and I tried to highlight it immediately on Patreon. He was pulling on that brace. I think they're going to look at a couple of different knee braces.
You were right.
Down, we thought it was a calf injury, and it was technically
so
physically on his calf.
Twice.
But
it was twice.
Right here. Can you
the one that
see this?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me go full screen real quick. This right here deserves the dog of the day too, because they were massaging the fuck out of Mac Jones' calf with this bad boy right here. I use this at home all the time, man. These things are great. If you guys don't have one of these, they make them as cheap as $20. I've seen some up to $300, but let me tell you guys, you can get these things, and they are lifesavers. If you have muscle tightness or anything like that, these things are fantastic.
Yeah.
What were you guys saying? Go ahead. You guys can talk.
Melissa, did you have something you want to say?
Yeah, I was going to say, the first time he went down, he landed right on his knee. That's why he went down, and that's why they decided to go for the field goal and not tempt fate right there. And then the second time after, I think the second kick where Eddie Pinheiro got the game winner, he was limping off, and they had to help him off the field. But then they also reported on Twitter that he had soreness in his forearm, And so that's why they were giving him like electrolytes and bananas throughout the game to try to help him kind of get through it all. So for all the people on X who right now who are making little memes trying to make fun of this guy for sweating on the bench, y'all are a bunch of freaking clowns. Because this guy went full Montana and fought through everything and carried this team to a win. So it just shows what kind of fans or people you are.
Yeah, that heart is undeniable, man. Shout out to Mac Jones. All right, let's keep it going.
Yeah, he was all right. Hurt his knee for a little bit there, but he ended up bouncing back from that. And then his forearm was cramping there in the second half. In the fourth quarter, that was bothering him, but he worked through it.
Did you assume that Kyron had scored on the night with the strip?
I couldn't tell. I didn't have an angle to see. I knew he was right there. So I was hoping we could at least hold him to a field goal there. And then when I heard the noise and everything, kept looking, and it was unbelievable. I knew everyone was celebrating, but knowing they had 3 timeouts and being right there on the one, didn't get to really appreciate it at the time, but definitely appreciate it now.
What can report show you the way he bounced back from a few drops on Sunday?
Yeah, KB's been awesome for us, man. For us to just add him, and I think week 2 that we did, and for him to just be a part of our group, to end up having to start here basically these last 2 weeks. And I had a couple big drops last week. Had a one today in particular on third down, but every time he did something, he completely made it up, because the plays he made with his hands, the plays he made after the catch, he was great today.
How much chemistry can you see between him and Mac?
Mac's a good quarterback and KB's a good receiver, so I know we call it chemistry when they connect, but they like each other. They played together with each other in New England, but it was impressive today.
What did you see on the final stop? From your eyes on the sideline, or did you see a replay of it?
No, I never saw a replay. It didn't look like they had anywhere to go. I think Chase might have been the first one there that stopped them, but then it looked like all our guys were swarming there and looked like a brick wall, which is similar to what we ran into all
Chase
game.
Lucas?
But it was awesome for them to step it up there on that fourth down.
It was Chase Lucas, DeAndre Lenore, and Marquise Siegel, even though commentators said it was all Fred Warner. But
Right. They went crazy about Fred Warner, but that's phenomenal that Chase Lucas, wow. Talk about digging at the bottom of the barrel, man. Oh, man, what a gritty win for the team. All right, I'm
just the strategy again in regulation there. You were backed up, obviously.
Yeah, it was tough. I definitely wanted to throw it and end it. But what they had 3 timeouts, us on the -1. I really thought that if we made them use their timeout, then worst case scenario, we're playing in overtime. I worried with the way Stafford and their offense was looking the time before that, one, if you get a holding or something like we did the week before in the end zone, that would have been bad. But two, if we gave them that ball and punted it with a touchdown, I was afraid. With 1 timeout, I was afraid they'd get a touchdown. So I thought that would at least ensure overtime. We had a chance to stop them there. I think it was 4th and 4. They ended up getting it, but we played it out and went to overtime and found a way to get it done.
And that's phenomenal. I said that during the Patreon, and everyone was like, "Why aren't we passing? Why aren't we passing?" And I said that right away. I said, if they pass the ball and the refs are flag hungry against the Niners right now, they were going to throw a flag and they were going to call a holding. That would have given them 2 points. They're down by 1, and they get the ball back. So a field goal is all it takes to win. Kyle made the right call there to not pass the ball when we were starting at the 1-yard line.
The only thing I'll criticize him on is I wouldn't have ended it off on second down. I would have snuck it. I was expecting him to sneak it, and then when Mac dropped back, I was like, there was like a hint of fear there. I was like, oh no, they've been running through our offensive line all day. If he gets hit in the end zone, then that could potentially be the game. But since it wasn't, I'll give a pass for it. But if we ever come into a scenario like that again, where we strip them at the one with 54 seconds to go, they have all 3 timeouts, I expect us to sneak it all 3 times.
Yeah.
Even if we're not how would I put it? Even if we're not getting hosed by the refs, right? That we're looking to just throw penalties on us, because if we had thrown the ball, in that pass was incomplete in some way. They have a timeout left. They save a timeout left, and this game could have ended very differently, right? Because they were airballing that sucker. All it took was one throw across the middle, right? They did that. They threw one throw across the middle, which got them deeper into field goal range, and then they ran up and spiked it. If they had that timeout, there's more time left. They throw. Probably you have 2 more plays to throw to the end zone.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was a chess game at that point. It's about positioning and knowing what your opponents have and all that. I mean, the 49ers staff was locked in down the end there.
And you know what? I'm going to say this before we move on, and I'll say it quickly. This Kyle Shanahan is very different from last year. Mike, do you remember what we were talking about last year, the last time we got together after we beat the Bears? That was the last time we all got together as a group, and I said that Kyle Shanahan isn't utilizing players like Deebo Samuel enough, and I think he's misusing them because we knew what they were doing. He's not doing that anymore. He is using everybody to their specific talents, to their specific abilities, and it's not really a guessing game anymore. I watched our players go out, and I said, okay, this is going to be a pass, but I don't know who's going to throw it to. It's probably going to be – I mean, I could have guessed it could have been Kendrick Bourne because that guy had like 10 receptions tonight, but I knew that they were trying. They were not taking their foot off the gas pedal like they were whenever we had leads, right? And I guess maybe in some abstract way you could say, well, they did blow a 14-point lead. That's irrelevant to the fact. They didn't give up. Kyle Shanahan last year, like in the the first Rams game last year, right? When we were up 10 and then we tried to play clock ball it was like 5 minutes in the third.
Game.
Yeah. It was like 5 minutes in the third quarter and we're playing clock ball. And then all of a sudden we're down 3 and it's like, uh-oh, now we got to go back and win it. Again, that wasn't tonight.
I've been saying it all year that Kyle is doing things differently this year. And it could simply be because that his starters aren't out there and he has no choice but to do it. But whatever it is that's forcing his hand, it's literally bringing out the best in Kyle Shanahan. We're seeing the best in Kyle.
Yeah, and I guess to the last point, I hope that he doesn't revert back to old Kyle when we get fully healthy again. Because everybody's talking about like when Brandon Ayuk comes back and George Kittle comes back and all these other guys come back and they're fully healthy and 100%. I hope Kyle doesn't take that opportunity to go, well, I can just rely on these guys and I can play clock ball and try and get out with wins. I hope he doesn't do that again.
Well,
because it makes me very nervous when he does that.
Yeah, he's learning on the fly right now. He's learning on the fly that he can actually depend on his depth, minus Sky Moore as a wide receiver. But he's learning now. Like, I want you guys to realize something. No Ayuk, obviously. No Juwan Jennings. No Ricky Pearsall. Our top 3 wide receivers were out. You guys understand that our number 1 wide receiver in this game was a guy that we acquired in week 2, bro. Like, that is saying something. And I think that the Rams thought that this was going to be a Demarcus Robinson game. I thought this was going to be a Demarcus Robinson game, and little did we know, it's the guy that had the rapport with Mac Jones. Let's keep it going.
Played it out and went to overtime and found a way to get it done.
Before that strip, the Rams had a 1st and goal, and you only have 1 timeout, and they're inside the 5. Was there a thought of possibly letting them score since you left 1 timeout?
No. There was a thought. We talked about it, but I wanted to hold them to a field goal. That's what our plan to do. Our plan was, we were talking about it right there on the down. It looked like they were about to get in, but then they fumbled it and didn't have to worry about it.
Before the game, it was reported that Brock Purdy suffered a setback with his toe and could miss the next few weeks. Is that true? Is there anything else you can tell us about it?
No, I don't know what reports happened, but everything we told you guys last week is true. I mean, he just re-aggravated it, and it's week to week. We don't know how it's going to heal, and hopefully it'll be better tomorrow, and it'll continue to go throughout the week.
You're undefeated in the division, yet you've been decimated by injuries. Just if you take a step back, what's your big picture view of just how your team has responded?
I've been real proud of the guys every week. Even last week when we lost, I was still, I was disappointed with the turnovers we had, some mistakes we had, but I was just proud with the character of our team and how they battled. I've really enjoyed these guys since OTAs. We got a real strong group who's close. I don't really have a view of big picture right now. I look at us as enjoying these 3 days off, guys have earned. It's very well needed. We need it right now. We've got a while before our bye week, which I think sometime in December. So we're going to enjoy these 3 days and come back and keep trying to get better every day.
You got the early sack from Huff, a couple of pressures in the second half, and I know you're looking for progress in your pass rush. Just wondering your thoughts on that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the plays that they made. I mean, sometimes they had some chips and held up for a little bit, and they made their plays too. But, I think seeing Huff get that one, I know we had a strip on another. The defense coming up with 2 turnovers, us having none, probably the main reason why we won.
Do you look at Mac as a starting caliber quarterback?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, always have. What's that?
All the 49ers fans being here at SoFi Stadium here in LA.
What about it?
All the 49ers fans here in the stadium on a road game here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, they are here. Is there a question to that?
He's not even asking the fucking question.
Yeah.
First 2 drives, you guys scored 14 points.
Pause.
Okay, what do you see as the key on those 2 drives?
Okay. Here's our first womp womp of the presser.
That's
Okay. So some context to that, in case you guys don't know, ESPN has been like riding Matt Stafford's
sack
D for like all year, especially this week, and so has Rich Eisen because they work at the SoFi complex, and so I'm almost done. The point is that they were saying that the Rams family or the Ramley or whatever is finally going to be taking back their stadium because they have real fan base now, and they're going to show up and they're going to start kicking out the red. So that was to instigate the storyline that the Niners were not going to be as dominant now, or the silent cat was going to need it like in years past where Melissa Whitworth and Kelly Stafford tried to block all Niner fans in a championship game because the Ram fans were real and they were going to have a real home base for their beloved quarterback.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm going to say this. Yeah. I'm going to say this. It's hard to have a home base for a team when you share a stadium with another, and both of them are not very popular in that city. And correct me if I'm wrong. And maybe you said this, Melissa. I'm not sure. Did they try something like that during the 2022 NFC Championship game?
Yes, they did.
They tried it, and it
tried to block it, and then they had Joe Staley and Frank Gore so pissed off they even tried to buy up tickets just to stick it to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you two know anything about that. I don't know a whole lot about that, but how in the world is that legal to try and do?
So you can buy as many tickets as you want, and you can promote. Hey, don't.
I think he's trying to talk about how Ticketmaster and StubHub were trying to limit it to the Los Angeles zip code only.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Like,
you're talking about the sales based off of zip codes.
Because if I had wanted to go to that game and I was in Nebraska, I couldn't buy those tickets.
Yeah, so I don't know how legal it is, but here's the issue. It's never those tickets. The tickets that are always the ones that are bought by the Niner fans are the aftermarket ones. It's the second market ones. It's all the season tickets. People have to realize about LA, and this is with all of their sports. I don't care if it's Lakers or whatever. It is a luxury out there, right? It's such an expensive market. If your team is bad, people aren't going to show up. They don't care. There'll be season ticket owners that just sell their tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't show up whether the team is good or bad. It's not Cleveland. It's not Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not Detroit. Yeah. Those are fan bases that are real, and they don't want to sell their tickets. They're going to go to the game. They might leave at halftime if their team is getting blown out. Those are real fan bases, right? Those are real fan bases. Right. But in L.A., it's a bunch of millionaires out there, and they get the tickets because they're either corporate tickets or whatever. And then when they realize, man, I don't have time to go to this game. I have a meeting tonight, or I have an important dinner tonight. They just sell them to whoever. They don't care. They just put them up for sale, and they were trying to stop that. So, I mean, I do get what you're saying about the Ticketmaster thing and all that stuff, but there's no control over that. There's no control over that shit at all. So you don't.
Yeah,
that's
but
nothing that we don't have to worry about.
To this question that they were asking, there was no question. It was a statement as if he was just realizing for the first time over a period of 5 years that there were more Niner fans in the LA Rams stadium than that he's ever seen. I'm not gonna lie. I saw a stadium. It was absolutely red, but I thought there was a little more blue than usual. And I was thinking to myself, the Rams actually came out and showed up a little bit for the first time in their own stadium.
Well,
despite the fact that we own it.
Normally, we get in the 70s, all right? They do the breakdown. This week, it was only 61% reported sales that were out of the LA market, meaning the 49er fans were the ones that bought 61%. Normally, it's in the 70s. But again, they start leaving early. I've been to games in person in different stadiums where the fans start leaving at halftime, and that's what was happening here. So when you started seeing the sea of red in the third and fourth quarter, and when you can hear them saying defense when they were on offense and they had to go to a silent count, like that's the effect of it right there.
Or when their PA announcer is saying whose house and they're all chanting Niners house.
Niners house. Yeah, exactly.
You guys also forget this is coming off the Jaguars game where Robert Saleh got blasted all week about his comments about legally cheating about Liam Cohen and the two of them going at it after the game. So I think this is setting up Kyle Shanahan to try to make a viral comment that's going to be another huge talking point, but he didn't take the bait.
And not legal cheating, legal sign stealing, which is not cheating. So just want to make that clear. All right, let's go ahead and get back to this presser because we still got the players coming up after this.
Plays, guys making plays, moving the chains on third down, so you stay on the field and scoring in the red zone. There wasn't anything particular, but we kind of hit everything from every area, and the whole offense was real good on those.
Knowing how highly you think of Christian, what has he shown you through these first 5 weeks, just in terms of the volume, the workload, with everybody knowing that he's going to be the guy?
Just that he's one of the toughest, grittiest guys I've ever been around. I mean, just how he approaches every day, how physical he is. Christian's been unbelievable. He's been running into some really tough looks, but he doesn't shy away from anything. What he did in the pass game today, even what he did in the run game, just for us to be able to have 33 runs when first that run defense, is so important because you throw it too much versus that team, you're going to end up getting sacks. It's a matter of time before you end up having a turnover. So just being able to stay with it, which is huge with third down, but he's one of the reasons we can stay with the run because of what he does in the pass game for us.
Another 30 touches for Christian McCaffrey tonight.
I have no idea. I couldn't believe it. It took him like 20 minutes to get in there. I don't know if he was doing interviews or what, but we would have been mad at him, but he was 4 for 4, so it was all good. Maybe he was talking, I don't know how to not cuss, like he did 2 weeks ago. I don't know. We'll find out.
Block a kick. I had struggled with that earlier this year as well. Did you see something there that you could take advantage of?
Just the push. I think it was Jordan Elliott who got it, I believe, on the block kick. We just want some big guys in there. It's one of the challenges in this league. You guys see it every week. Block kicks, they happen a lot now. These guys tee off on these guys. It's a tough position to be in, and I was glad that we came up with one.
Coach, Eddie, the 59-yard field goal, was there a decision?
Pause for a minute.
Yeah, it was close. We were pretty close on that line. Debated it for a little bit, but we said, screw it. Let's see what he's got, and he just showed us that we could have done it probably from the 45.
I wish he had mentioned that the Rams have been blocked more times than anybody else in the league.
No, that's what the question was. That's what the question was. He said, did you guys see something with all the blocks that they've had throughout the season?
Okay.
Did you see something?
I'm sorry. I heard it differently. It's hard to hear that press guy in there sometimes. Sorry.
Yeah. No.
I digress.
Didn't they also have a missed field goal as well? So they
lost
4 points in that game.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
That was your first OT since the Super Bowl, I think. Do you have any flashbacks?
No flashbacks. It was a better result, though.
Kyle, what's it do for confidence and morale to take this cobbled together group with a lot of guys down and run the table in the division, first half division games?
It's huge. You don't sit here and make excuses with injuries, but we've had to have a lot of guys step up that we weren't sure you were going to need to coming into the year, especially guys coming from other teams, guys like KB, guys like MVS. Getting D-Rob back, I think, was huge. He did some real good things today. But I'm just, especially that team today, that's a really good team. Finding a way to beat them, having your record what it is. I mean, you got to keep winning throughout this time, but it's been a good start for us.
All right, guys, appreciate it.
All right, guys, thanks.
All right, that's it for Kyle. We are going to remove them from the stream and go right to the players. And the first person up is Big Trent Williams. All right. Let's see if we can get this to work. All right. This is, for some reason, buffering, and we haven't hit play yet. So let's refresh.
It's quick.
Let's put the closed captions on.
He always shows up in the most interesting gear.
For sure.
What does it mean for that locker room? What was it like after a win like that against them?
Man, it was a joyous occasion, man. But it's a confidence builder, for sure. The Rams are, not only have they been hot this year, they've been hot since last year, since the playoffs, since, before the playoffs. So to get a win against this team, a division opponent, a division rival, it felt great.
Not the 4-1, 3-0 in the division, and yet the run game hasn't started rolling yet. What can you say about that?
We had almost 400 yards of offense, so, we didn't abandon it. We stuck to it, kept handing it off, and made them respect it. It opens up everything in the back. A lot of people we got Christian McCaffrey. They're going to sell out to stop him. They're not going to let him beat them because he has a reputation of doing that. So, to me, it's not shocking that people will sell out to stop the run because obviously it opens up the back end.
He's a beast in the pass game, obviously. He's making
For sure.
plays. Kendrick Bourne was making plays, but let's talk about that quarterback, Mac Jones.
Yeah.
And how tough he was. Goes down with the injury. He's holding his back. What can you say about Mac?
Man, tough as nails. Just an apex competitor, man. He just, he's one of those guys where, it's not a surprise why people drafted him where they drafted him, why everybody's so high on him. He has such a high ceiling. Just a really, really cool guy to be around as well.
You shocked about the swagger he has, maybe?
No, I'm not.
Maybe that's a damn thing. I don't know.
Nah, you know what? I watched Mac over the years just kind of as a spectator, so I seen the swag he possessed. I seen the way he, talks, the way he answers the interviews. He's a very lighthearted guy. He keeps the mood light, but he's a fierce competitor.
Looking at the defensive guys, got your big Texas brother, Alfred Collins.
I'm an OU guy, man. You can't
I know you OU Boomer Sooner.
All right. Don't get me banned now.
But his progress from day one of training camp until now, and he makes that play down there at the goal line, forces a fumble, and recovers. Can you talk about what you've seen from him throughout training camp and up to this point in the regular season?
Yeah, I think since training camp, he's been on an escalator, man. He's constantly taking steps to improve. You can just see it in his assertiveness and the way he plays. Just the difference from July to now, it's night and day. It's funny because guys usually don't take that big of a jump until they've had an off season to train and they've had a season to see everything. But his progression is kind of scary.
Shanahan had a role in today. You guys go back home. What are you going to do with your break now? And then getting ready for Tampa Bay after a nice little extended bye week.
Well, I have a Sweet 16 to attend. My daughter's, we celebrating her 16th birthday, so I got my hands full this weekend.
I'm a girl dad too. She's 5. She acts like she's 16. Your advice would be bad because I'm worried about those days.
Yeah, just get your shotgun, man, and it's okay to let them win. All right, man.
Not much to take away there. KB time, though.
Yeah. First and foremost, I just want to thank God for the opportunity. Last week was very tough on me. Just the adversity I went through and the standard I hold myself to and the things I want to do for my teammates, first and foremost, for the fans, for the organization. I hold myself to a higher standard. So that was tough. And so today it's a blessing. I just want to thank God. But the offense was awesome to be a part of. Mac Jones, O-line, fighting, running backs, tight ends, man. Just collectively, we played well. It was tough for us to get in the end zone, but collectively, we played sound, I think. Was getting down there pretty consistently. So just trying to play like that every week and just finish drives, but finish with points. I think we did that pretty consistently.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have another super chat here that I have to bring to the stage. The first one of the night from my man Cody. He says here, and I quote, "Tonight was the Mac attack. Mac familiarity with the second string guys equals key to the game." Now, this is something that cannot be understated. All offseason, he took second string reps with those guys. Mac time with Bourne in New England was huge. I mean, come on now. I want to hear what you two have to say about this, because I think that this is absolutely phenomenal, man. Mac Jones with the familiarity with the second team guys, the Tunges, the Farrells, you know what I'm saying? The DeMarcus Robinsons, the Kendrick Bournes. This was absolutely incredible, bro. Like I loved it. So what were you guys' thoughts on that?
I think it's essential. I think his connection with everybody, and that it's not just his guy, Kendrick Bourne, who he has the most time with, but he actually even went to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Like he made sure to really spread the ball and to have everyone on lockdown and have some kind of connection with everybody, because he knew how bad this game was going to be. And I think that is one of the key factors of why they won this game. I also want to go back real quick to what Trent Williams was saying. Everybody who called out Alfred Collins, that wasn't just like kind words that Trent Williams passed on Alfred Collins. For Trent Williams, of all people, to say that and to say that was scary, the jump that he made from then to now, Mike, I think he's going to be what they hoped DJ Jones and Clea Davis was going to be. And let's just knock on wood that he stays healthy and we have a real beast at defensive tackle that we've been missing since DeForest Buckner.
And to compare him to people in his same draft class, I said it when we drafted him. I like Alfred Collins. A lot of people were saying CJ West is going to be the one. And I hope they all turn into it. But I think that what people thought CJ West was going to be is who Alfred Collins is going to be once he gets healthy and once he gets acclimated to this all. Dan, did you have any comments on it before I go to the next super chat?
No. Well, I mean, I remember. You remember how I told you? You remember how I told you a couple weeks ago that I thought Mac. It was a good thing we had Mac because we were showing him off to other teams for potential trades for picks and things like that.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to get rid of. I kind of don't want to get rid of him anymore. Maybe it's just the thing tonight, but I think that either one, he's a really effective backup that we could use and have. Because if we're going to keep getting injured a lot like this, I think we're going to need someone like him, and we can't be swapping out quarterbacks year after year after year. I mean, how many backups have we had under Brock in just the last 2 years? We had Sam Darnold, we had Brandon Allen, and probably a host of a number of other ones that didn't get to play. And the only one that was really effective enough, I thought, was Sam Darnold. And now it seems like Mac Jones is that too. And just on another note, if I'm Bill Belichick in North Carolina and I watch that game, I'd be going, "Fuck, I'm a terrible offensive coordinator."
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Mac Jones signed to a 2-year deal right now?
Yes, he did sign a 2-year deal for $7 million. Okay. So he's here.
So to piggyback on what you're saying is, I don't think he should be traded this year. I think he could be shipped off in the off season if he chooses to try to be a starter somewhere, and I think that that's a real possibility. But at this point, anything is better than ever having to depend on a Brandon Allen or a Josh Johnson and in a big time game. So
absolutely.
I take back every bad mean word I've ever said about you, McCorkle Jones, because damn it, I needed that win.
I tried to tell y'all, yeah. And then we have our third super chat here. I don't know which one to play.
That goes back to the draft, Mike. I didn't say mean things about him this year. I said mean things about him in the past.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. Nigel Crane has his third super chat of the night. He says, Kyle was in his bag tonight. That flea flicker play. Thoughts on that? It seems he saved his best stuff against little bro. Listen, man, this is... I'm not trying to be funny at all. This has been Kyle all year long. He's just digging deep in the bag, right? He went from having a a Deebo Samuel playbook, which was 21 plays in the offense regularly, to scrapping all of that. And now, like what Dan said earlier in the episode, having to use these players that are actually here to the best of their abilities. And this is what makes Kyle special. It's been his ability in the NFL to use the players to their strengths and not rely on anybody. And this is what we're hoping to see continue once those starters and those higher depth chart guys return. The thoughts on the flea flicker play. Let's go with Dan, and then we'll go to Melissa, and then we'll get back to the pressers.
Yeah, I mean, I think the flea flicker play was just him trying to shake things up, trying to see if we could catch the Rams off guard. And in a way, I would say it worked. And in a way, I would say it worked. We did end up getting a first down off of it. It wasn't as much as I would like to hope it was, because maybe I'm just that guy that sits there, and when I see a flea flicker, I'm going, oh crap, he's going deep. And then when he checks it down, it's like, oh, okay. You know what? I guess that makes sense. Kyle's smart about these things. So I expect that from him. He's not the type to be like, all right, let's try this flea flicker and just huck it downfield. He's gonna be smart about it. And I'm sure that's something that they practice a lot too, right? Like when they probably had Brock do it to some extent too, when he was able to practice. Be like, okay, we're gonna be able to look and see from our vantage point. We're gonna look and see what we can do to see if we can throw this deep, and if it's not there, we can just put it down here, and we'll get yards out of it. That's what he's doing.
Melissa, any thoughts?
So I'm completely opposite, I guess you would say. Nigel, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm misinterpreting you, but there is a long-standing tradition going way, way, way back that he takes Sean McVay the most seriously out of all his disciples. And this is the game that he usually tries his hardest, which is why that Juwan Jennings game last year was so baffling that he just gave up the way he did. But I also think that this goes back to like 2019 Kyle Shanahan, where he kind of reads all his press after a really bad down year, and he kind of copycats certain things. So I don't know if anyone watched it last week, but the Seahawks and Cardinals were on Thursday Night Football before us. And there was this really big, trick play that helped out the Seattle Seahawks versus the Cardinals early in the game. And I think Kyle Shanahan kind of keeps like a tally of certain things. And I think that was like his motor starter in this game. Like that was like one of his things, to start off big and flashy, and to be like, McVay, I'm not rolling over for you, and to keep the team's spirits up and to keep them working hard. So I think for me personally, I think it wasn't just a random thing thrown in. I think it was ultra planned, ultra back to like 2019 Shanahan. You remember, Mike, how you would always constantly say, he's doing this, and this now, so that way quarters from now he can do this, this, and that, or like games from now he can go back and build on something. So I think finally, without the Deebo crutch, Kyle Shanahan is going back to who he really is at his core.
Yeah, absolutely. And that to where you started with, that was kind of Nigel's point, right? Like he pulls out the tricks against Sean McVay in particular. So it's just part of the course. I like the flea flicker play. My favorite part of the flea flicker play was the disguise screen. It was really just a really, really elaborate screenplay, right? Like Dan said, normally on a flea flicker, once it gets back to the quarterback, it's a shot down the field. I don't think that was ever the case. If you guys watch that play again, you'll see that all the pass blockers on the left side, at a certain point, it was like a timer went off and they just stood up. They released their guys so that way they can start moving downfield so they can anticipate a throw down there, just to create a little bit of space between them and the blockers, because Christian McCaffrey was still running down over there behind them. And then they stopped. And when they stopped, the defenders released and looked like, wait, is it going downfield? And then it came back over to the left side of the offensive line, and that was the convoy that they had. It was a really, really elaborate, basically screenplay. And I thought that was beautiful to see, man. I really like seeing it because you can get a big play. It doesn't have to be a big play, big yards as far as yards in the air. Now, it didn't go as long as, like Dan said, like it didn't go as long as I wanted it to. I thought that we had numbers and we should have gained more, but it was still a first down.
And at the end of the day, that's all we needed to do, right? I mean, we've already covered that Kyle's being smart with the players that he has, even though they're second and third string wide receivers and a second string quarterback. He's just his goal should be, I think, as an offensive coordinator, is to move the chains, and that's. Yeah. And I think at this point, that's all we can ask of him. We don't need him to be all fancy schmancy and try and create Kyle plays where he puts other people in the backfield and then decides he's going to run this multi-complicated play, these like multi-complicated plays to like throw backwards and, oh, wait a minute, no, I'm going to throw down the field. We don't need that. We just need to get the first downs. And I think he understands that just as well as anybody.
Yeah, exactly. We have another super chat here. Wow.
You guys
are absolutely fantastic.
You guys lay down the gauntlet. Do not question this fan base.
Never.
Oh, we already saw someone.
Cody says, tonight was the Mac attack. Mac familiarity with the second string guys.
We did this one.
You already read this one, Mike.
Did I read this one already?
Yes, you did.
Oh, shit. Well, then never mind.
You read this one first, and then you read Nigel's because you missed it.
That's right. Yeah. That's what
it
is. Okay.
All right. I have a question for you, Mike. And you can make it brief. What happened with the coin toss? Because the coin toss happened. It went to commercial. I had gone to wash my hands because I spilled some of
Stafford had deferred the thing and they cut it off so that wouldn't go viral. And then the ref had to talk him through it, and he had to be like, you can't defer the kick.
So
it was back to that Prescott choke job from a couple of years ago.
In regulation, you're allowed to defer, which gives the other team the option of kick or receive, right? And so normally when that happens, teams say receive. That's like how it works 90% of the time, which means that your team ends up kicking off. So in overtime, Fred Warner calls heads, which is weird because I've heard him say tails never fails, but he called heads. It was tails. The Rams won, and Stafford said defer. And the refs had to turn off their mic and say, hey, you're not allowed to defer in overtime. You have to make a decision. Like if you want to kick, you have to say that you want
to. And then
kick.
he was like with Sean McVay earlier. He waited like 3 minutes. He's like, Matt, you realize you have to choose. We're getting the ball.
So when he said so when he said defer, he was talking about deferring the choice to Fred rather than himself. Okay.
No. I have heard. Wait. I explained it wrong. I apologize. I completely explained it wrong. We want to defer to the second half, meaning like you can receive in the second half. I apologize. I explained that completely wrong. So when he said defer, there's no second half in overtime, so you can't defer.
Right.
So now in this situation, you have to pick kick or receive.
Okay.
And his words were defer. So the officiating crew helped him out again. You know what I'm saying? They helped him out again. And it was,
Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't think anybody really understands the overtime rules anymore because even I was asking in the chat before they had shown the rules. I was like, okay, what are the overtime rules? Because they have changed them so many goddamn times.
They've changed the overtime rules 2 out of the last 3 years.
So the new rule is it's 10 minutes, no matter what.
Yeah.
2 timeouts.
Well, that I know. I just don't know if both.
Regardless if the first team gets a touchdown, both teams have a chance to possess the ball and to score.
Yes.
And if the clock runs out, it remains a tie, which is why the Packers and Cowboys tied on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
And challenges are done by the booth. So, those are the main differences.
All right, understood.
Let's keep it rolling.
Mike, real quick, I'm gonna go grab a seltzer, so I'm gonna go on mute, okay? I'll be right back.
You guys up 14-0. What did you tell yourself? Because after that, you was a man on fire and bounced back.
Yeah, those type of plays, I look at it as it falls on me. 3rd and 5, I'm wide open to catch a 5-yard route. Mac, trusting me, goes right through my hands. I'm like, man, so it's just adversity. I think it's a game within a game. It's a mental game on the sideline that every individual player is having. Whether it's good, bad, it's a mental thing. So how do I work within that while I'm playing? And I think that's what I learned from last week is how to flush the good, flush the bad. I know how to do it, but week to week is different, and every situation is different. So learning from that situation last week, learning from that play specifically, I hold myself to the higher standard, and I hate it. But having good teammates, just telling me move on, and the next one's gonna come. It's important to have guys like that, and you can feel it.
You've played with Mac in a couple of different places now. What can you tell us about him and why he can so seamlessly step in and be the starter? Yeah,
I think Mac is just, he's built the right way. His mental is the right way. He prepares the right way. I've seen it for a while now, and I'm just proud of him, man. I can, even when he's throwing the ball, I be telling him at practice, like, man, you zipping the ball and how he's throwing it and stuff like that. It's just you can tell he's confident and things like that. And it's just awesome to see him in this space. How I seen him in New England was a different world for him. So to see him now kind of with like the piece he has and he's playing free and having fun, I think it's a big part of the game for him. So it's showing.
Well, it's different to New England. You just mentioned how maybe he's a different guy, different swag. What was it about New England? Because he came out on fire as a rookie, went to the Pro Bowl, but then after that, we know what happened.
Yeah,
so
great.
What is the major difference?
That's what you're saying. It's tough. It's pressure. It's a first round pick. Everything falls on him. He's young. He has to figure it out, and that's tough for anybody. So, I don't know what that feels like. I undrafted guy, but you just see it being a fan of the game. It's tough, and so that stuff is just different. Every situation is different. Coaching is different, and I think now, he fits the system. The system is important for a lot of players, and it shows in his game. So, shout out to Kyle, man, John, and them. They doing a good job of getting people prepared. Even for myself, I had the opportunity because Ricky's down and Jawan's down, and they got me prepared, and the same thing with Mac.
Last two guys. You guys, as the quote-unquote backups, you heard everybody saying, like, well, this probably doesn't bode well for your chances. How do you kind of take that personally? How do you use that as motivation?
It's a part of the game. Everybody has, their opinion, and they have their rights to it. And I think it's just huge by Kyle and them having D-Rob and older guys, MVS, guys that have experience in the game, and the depth we have, it shows, and it's important for the NFL because, shoot, guys are banged up now. You don't know what's going to happen next week. Everything's different. So just having depth has been important.
Understandably, once you got here week 2, there have been moments where you're like, looks like,
Grant!
But, are there still moments of like, where am I supposed to be in this offense?
Yeah.
And, once you figure that out, 15 catches?
I think it's just being prepared. I didn't come here to be the guy. I'm not coming here to try to get 50 catches a game. None of that. I'm here to play a role, help the younger guys, be a vet. And so if Kyle wants me to play F or he wants me to go to running back, then that's what the week is going to, present. So that's just my mindset. It's about being humble, understanding that there's a role to be played. And that's how my career has been. And I've excelled in that. And that's kind of how I got to where I am. And Kyle, shout out to him because he gave me my first opportunity of showing me how to play in a role. I used to be big on third down, and it's grown, and my relationship has grown with him now. The trust is there, and trust from my teammates and things like that. So it's huge. So that's kind of
how. Is that Ollie?
Oh wow! So they just skipped the rest of it, I guess.
Yeah, it looks that way. So before we get to that, I want to bring my man Ali up. He has had something to say for a while. Ali has been messaging me for a while, and I've just been so locked in. I've not been paying attention to my phone. So, Ali, what is going on, bro, man? This is your moment, dog, man. I know you were stressing. I know you were pacing, man. Your thoughts, your feels on this game, man. What's up, big dog?
Yo, man, shout out. First of all, shout out to Faithful, man. Everybody in the chat, everybody in Melissa, like everyone, bro. Just shout out everyone, all the Faithful, man. Just this team is like this team is family, bro. It's so much bigger than sports, man. This is family, man. Like if you, how can you not get emotional about this? Like you're part of a family, man. Like come on, man. I feel like I met Mike, who's like a lifelong brother. I consider him like my brother. I don't have any brothers or sisters. Mike's like my brother. And this family, man, what an emotional win, bro. What an emotional fucking win. Like, dude, nobody gave us a shot. I didn't even think we were going to win today. And, you know, the boys pulled through, man. Wow. I'm getting emotional even talking about it. Today. It was an instant classic, man. Can I give my dog of the day?
Oh, come on, man. Let us pet that dog, baby. Come on.
Okay, my dog of the day is going to be a Chihuahua dog. I'm going to go left field. It's going to be the Chihuahua dog of the day. My Chihuahua dog of the day is number 10, Jimmy Garoppolo. You had to sit there on the bench and watch Mac Jones in the number fucking 10 go out and fucking win a game. What did you do? You went like this and you jacked him up.
Is why Ali is a god.
Good win.
Hey,
That's great, dude. That's
we need
great.
the popcorn for one more thing. We need to celebrate the tradition that y'all have your freaking call, and that you guys are there for each other every single game to help each other out through the game. Because what made me fall in love with this podcast was the 2019 run when y'all came on together with Mike and Breezy and Anthony and Kev and everything else, and y'all were giving Mike crap about how he had picked the Browns defensive line over the Niners defensive line for that one game. And I swear to God, it made me fall in love with all of you. And I love this family thing is still going on. So Ollie, it's not the same unless you and Mike are together. And I love it.
Yo, Ali, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. That is probably the best dog of the day I have heard all year long. He called them a Chihuahua, the fake number 10.
No, he
right?
said a special Chihuahua.
Oh my God. And you know what, Ali, since you're here, man, you know what I'm going to share right now? I'm going to share this, bro. I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this with everybody right here, man. I want y'all to see something here. I want y'all to see something right here. If this does not epitomize what this 49ers team has been, this is the backup quarterback. Look at what he does to his starter here. Huh? Hey, get the fuck off me. And flex on his ass, baby.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Huh?
Flexing.
And flex on him, baby. Huh? If you don't get off me, boy, what? Let's go, man.
Let's go, man.
That's
Dude, that's
grit.
awesome.
That's the tenacity right there, man.
Yo, so
I love it.
So Chihuahua dog of the day goes to Jimmy motherfucking G Garoppolo. Sit on that bench, you bitch, and watch us win. Fuck you, Jimmy G.
Oh, God.
Fucking idiot.
Ollie, I love you.
Anyways,
I
so
love you so much.
anyways, so you know what a win, man. We're 4-1. We're 4-1, top of the division. We're winning with Kyle Shanahan needs to be coach of the year right now. Just give him the award.
Never gonna happen, buddy.
We're winning with nobodies. Like we're down to our fifth receiver, fourth, fifth, and sixth receiver. Come on, man. Not even fourth. If you include Kittle as a receiver, it's our fifth, sixth, and seventh receivers. We picked up guys off the street.
Come on, bro. Huh?
Like, come on, man.
I don't disagree with you that he should be. Mike and I even agreed on 2019 he should have been up there, but they're always going to give it to somebody else.
Yeah, so
it's all good. It's all good. In my heart, he's coach of the year.
I think right now,
in my heart, he's coach of the year.
I think right now Liam Cohen is their front runner because he's a brand new head coach.
Yeah,
and he has the Jaguars 3-1. You're gonna have Shane Steichen with his rehabilitation of Daniel Jones.
I don't care about none of them, man. Kyle Shanahan is doing it with much less. They all got their starters. I don't give a fuck about none of
Mike,
those guys, man.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying
deserves it. There shouldn't even be a second There shouldn't even be a second person. I don't give a fuck about Liam. I don't care about any of these teams out there. If the coach of the year with all of his offensive starters and skill position players, minus the guy that's at the podium right now, minus him, everybody else is a backup. At least a whole string down. And he is going out there winning these games, the toughest game of the year. He goes out there and does it with the least amount of skill position players. They can sit there and try to slob off all these other coaches. If he doesn't get it, if he is not at the top of every single coach of the year candidate list right now through 5 weeks, I don't even care what happens on Sunday. I don't care what happens on Monday. If he's not at the top, throw the whole award out because it's no validity to it. Throw it all out.
You mean like comeback player of the year going to people who ride the bench for 3 years?
Who were never injured, right? Yeah, like get out of here. You came back from the bench, bro. From metal shards in your ass. That's not comeback player of the year. Get out of here.
Geno Smith.
Right, exactly. All right, listen, guys.
Yo,
can
you sound the foghorn? Can you sound the foghorn for Jimmy G one time?
Sound the foghorn for him. He hasn't heard it in a while, right?
Yeah.
Let's go, man. Let's go, baby. That's the Niners right there. All right, guys, we got to get through these pressers. We are not even halfway through, and I'm not kidding. I have to get on the road at 6 a.m. It's already 2:30 over here, so we have to power through these pressers. So let's go ahead and get back to them. Ali, you're welcome to stay up there if you want to. Is there anything else you want to say if you're leaving, or are you going to stay?
Just do the pressers. I'll let you know.
All right.
Yeah, guess so.
Was there, I think a lot of people counted you guys out, given the amount of skill position players in particular you guys didn't have. Was that something you talked about? So was it Kyle was pissed off about being an underdog?
Yeah, I think, I don't know. Look, I don't know what the odds makers and all that stuff are, but I do know I love this team, man. I love the character of this team. It's hard. You got guys who are changing positions on a short week and having to learn an offense, and they just showed up a couple weeks ago. That's not easy. And, you got a quarterback who's fighting through some stuff and also, getting the nod on Monday in a short week. There's so many things that happen in this league, and I think, I always say, the NFL is the best reality show because there's so many different things that happen throughout a week, and it makes it so entertaining. But for us players, man, it's just you go out there and you give it your all, and whatever happens, happens. And when you're on a team like this with this kind of character, it makes it a lot of fun.
What can you say about Matt Jones' performance, just slipping into the starting role again?
Man, I don't have enough good things to say about Mac. He's an absolute warrior. He's a leader. He's somebody that we all can get behind for sure. And, I think it's a testament to him and his attitude and the way he plays football. It's a testament to Brock and the way that he's been helping him and getting him ready to go. Testament to the coaches. And, going back to the injury thing, when you have guys go down, it's not one guy that has to step up. It's a whole team and a whole unit that has to step up. So that was a fun one to be a part of.
When you guys get into overtime, Christian, you're probably disappointed that you let some leads slip it. How do you just shift your mind and set back into get downfield?
Yeah, until that thing hits zero and the game's over, you as you say, breathe, focus, explode. Mistakes are going to happen. There's going to be plays you want back, but you got to move on to the next play because you don't know which one's going to be the one, and just do your job and keep fighting.
With everything you went through last year and the work you put in the off season, how fun is it for you to be touching the ball so much and be such a part of the offense?
It's amazing. I love football to death. It's my favorite thing on the planet, and being able to go out there and play with my brothers I don't take any second for granted.
With all the moving pieces around you, the whole world knows you're getting the ball a lot, and you're still producing. Is it more satisfying in a way that you're able to still do what you're doing?
Yeah, I think, once the win is the most important thing. We don't care how we have it. Obviously, I think everybody and their mother wants to run game to get rolling a little bit more, but myself included. But, we just got to keep chipping away and keep working at it and get guys back and just keep pushing and staying with it. But, to your question, I just think it doesn't change my mindset, just about one play at a time.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
That accountability right there at the end. They're saying, oh, you're getting all these touches, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, but everybody wants us to get the run game going. He is not wrong at all. And I thought that was absolutely phenomenal that he shared that. with everybody.
Can I ask real quick though?
This-
Why is Isaac Rendo not getting any snaps at running back?
Because
He's not
the
injured. He's
backup-
doing
the
special
backup
teams.
guy only gets 3. I mean, when is he going to get them? The backup guy is only getting 3 snaps, 3 touches a game. Tonight, Brian Robinson carried the ball 5 times. There's no opportunity for Garindo to get in there. So, yeah. I think that the team is over Garindo for whatever it may be. He'll continue to get better. But they brought in Robinson for a reason, and Garindo was injured early on, so they didn't know if they were going to be able to depend on him.
I mean, Garendo was the guy on the kickoff that took that kickoff, that fumble, yeah. Or the non-fumble, I should say, because it wasn't ruled it, but
No, I
yeah,
understand. That's what I was
he's getting
asking.
playing time. He's getting
on
playing
special
time. It's
teams.
just
I didn't
not as the
understand
running
why they're
back.
not spreading it when they're saying they're having so much issues and they're trying to save Christian long term.
Then they should give more touches to Robinson. I'm not going to give a guy – he got 1 touch in this game on kickoff return, and it would have been a fumble if not for forward progress. You're 0 for 1. I'm not giving you the ball when we need you. Like, I'm sorry, I can't chance it. I'm going to give it to Robinson instead. So
No problem.
I'm not
That's
mad.
what I'd ask. Thank you.
All right, who's next?
Walk us through what you saw, how the play developed and forcing the fumble and coming up with the recovery.
So they, a couple series before, they were doing a draw play. So I run upfield and they run right there. So I was like, felt them doing that, try to fight back. It's a must-have play. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause if I didn't do that, then it would have been different. Maybe we would have scored, and I saw the ball and cocked it back and hit it.
When he started to carry, he had 2 hands around it. Did you see him kind of take one off as he was going through? Or was it
I didn't care. I saw the ball and I was just gonna get it. So.
By the way, y'all, this is Alfred Collins, for those of you who don't know what he looks like.
You haven't seen many rookies make the leap in the progress that you've made since day 1 of training camp. Can you take us through that, of what you felt like as a pro day 1 of training camp to what you're doing now? He plays in crunch time situations.
Just coming to work every day, being intentional, find things to get better every day, technique to conditioning, to recognizing different plays and stuff, and continue to buy into what this whole organization is doing, because this is a 10 out of 10 organization, and I've been just flourishing, and it's only up from here.
What does it mean to you to get kind of proof of concept of like, hey, I've been putting in all this work and then to get a result and make a play tonight? Like, what does that mean to you?
Makes me want to keep going, man. Keep working harder.
Were you, at the start of training camp or early in training camp, were you like, this is hard, I'm not enjoying myself?
Yeah, I had, first couple of days, how it is, legs heavy. But like I said, I came to work every day, continue to, pour myself, ask questions, pour into what they're telling me, and shit. I'm doing pretty good now, so.
Can you describe just the last stop and how it felt jumping in there with seemingly everybody else on defense to
It's a mindset, we all, always got our ears pinned back, you know what I'm saying? We fight for each other, and, that was a big play for everybody.
Do a couple more. Were you able to keep the ball, the fumble recovery? Yeah, where is it?
I think the equipment guy has it. I was kind of tired, I ain't gonna lie, my legs did. Yeah, I was just trying to get to the bench, sit down a little bit. Yeah.
After that fumble, do you remember which one of your teammates was maybe the most excited? Said anything crazy?
I think Samuel, he was the one who was on my back, I was trying to run, but I think everybody's pretty excited, it was, a pretty big play, and, I'm just happy to see everybody smiling and all that stuff. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Alfred.
I almost got mad at Alfred Collins there, saying that his legs were dead, and I'm like, dude, you barely played in this game, but he meant on that specific play, so never mind. I almost got mad at him. We got 2 more people to get through here. We have Mac Jones, and then we have Fred Warner. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Any takes from this one, or should we keep it rolling? Give me a thumbs up. We're going to keep it rolling. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. All right, let's keep it rolling, man. Let's go.
All right, how y'all doing? Good.
First of all, this Harvey Dent ass jacket that he's wearing here, bro. Like, Mac Jones, man, talk about swag, bro. I hate this jacket, by the way, but it takes a man that is confident in himself to wear some shit like this out in public, bro.
It reminds me something
That's
of like
more like Harley Quinn from Batman the Animated Series with the black and red motif.
Yeah.
that's a better example of what I was gonna give.
That you said that's what you were gonna give too?
No, I said that's a better example than what I was gonna give.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna
went
say it
Harvey Dent.
reminds. I was gonna say it reminds me of like something that like a professional like therapist would wear or something like that. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've seen like somebody like Jordan Peterson wear something like that, and I go, oh.
Yeah, but it takes a lot of
It's
confidence
weird.
and swag.
I mean, that's confidence of him. So
Hey,
we have a
and I'm gonna
troll in
give.
the chat. So I'm gonna. Is he trolling?
It's okay. Let him troll.
All right.
Let him troll, man. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Hey, keep the chat going. And for those of you who are watching still, y'all need to clap back at my man. Clap back at him if he's getting out of line. Go ahead. Let it go. Let it roll. Here's my only thing about the jacket. I wish that the lapel on the other side was red on top of the black. Like you see the collar is black on the one side, then the other side should have been red. That drives me absolutely crazy. I can't stand when something isn't symmetrical, and it's driving me crazy. All right, I'm gonna try not to mention it anymore. Let's get the max comments. Let's go.
Feel good?
You grabbed your knee and your arm was cramping.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of things happened, but I feel good. Just working through some stuff, and yeah, I mean, I was able to play, so that's all that matters. If I feel like I can protect myself, then I feel like it's my job to be out there. So.
On the play when they came out to look at you, what happened?
Yeah, that was the first time the trainers came out in my career. So it was definitely. I don't like to stay down, but I just was dealing with something, and once I flipped over, I realized what it was and felt a lot better. So.
I'm sure you're exhilarated by the win, but man, you took some heavy hits.
Okay, so that was clear instructions from the training staff and the coaches to not say what that injury was. Now, I blamed it on equipment. That's when they came out to the field to him, and he was holding on to that to the knee brace. It looked like he was trying to pull it off of his calf. But whatever it was, and maybe it was the knee brace, maybe it still was the knee brace, he was clearly instructed to not say specifically what was bothering him. So that means that they don't want other teams targeting whatever that is. So that's going to be important. That's going to be crucial later on. Listen to him again.
So it was definitely. I don't like to stay down, but I just was dealing with something, and once I flipped over, I realized what it was and felt a lot better. So.
I'm sure you're
He avoided saying what it was.
By the win, but man, you took some heavy hits, especially the last drive. I mean, everybody wants to play quarterback. What does it feel like to be you right now?
Yeah, I think just the guys on the team really having my back, and we talked about it was a short week, but all week about how tough we had to be for 4 quarters, and it really comes down to who was going to be the toughest team, and I believe it was us, and we have to continue to do that to win. So even if we lost, I was super proud of the way the guys fought and had my back and everything. So it was really cool.
And I want to echo those same sentiments. I said it at halftime. I said it during the game. I said regardless of the outcome, we have already exceeded expectations. Guys, we were up by 10 at halftime. We were up by 10. And so I threw it out there over and over. I felt all the way that we were going to win, but just in case we didn't, I needed to remind the faithfuls that we had already exceeded expectations, and that's a win for me. That was already a win. So we got the moral win, and we got the literal win. So kudos to him. I'm glad that he said what he just said right there.
He said he wanted to take accountability after the drops last week. What can you say about his resiliency tonight?
It was good. He came in on I get my days messed up because we had a short week, but whatever our Wednesday was, and he was like, dang, I gotta get better and catch the ball. I'm like, dude, that happened last Sunday. Let's move on and focus on this week. And I was like, you gotta move on, and he did, and that's what KB does. And I feel like when you have the relationship we had, I knew that about him, and he knows that about me. Sometimes we struggle to move on from bad plays, so he's always got my back when it's not going great, and then I'm always have his back.
He showed that on the field. I don't know if you guys remember the one drop that KB had. I believe it was a third down. He was there before they even cut to commercial. He ran right to him and was like, hey, shake it off, bro. And it wasn't one of those like, oh, I feel bad for you. Like, come on, keep going. He was hyped up like, hey, yo, no, bro, like, trust me, it's okay. And on the very next drive, he went right back to KB, who made a clutch catch on the very next drive. So I love that. I completely believe what he says. A lot of times quarterbacks go out there and they give a good lip service, right? I'm always going to have his back. You know, I always want to encourage him and all that stuff. He did it in the moment. He didn't wait till they got to the sideline, which he could have done. It was third down. They were going to the sideline for a punt. He didn't wait. He went out there immediately and told him, hey, bro, shake it off. Don't you worry about that. Like, it's a lot of game left. You're going to make up for it. Like, I promise you, it's going to be okay. And KB did just that.
I think the bigger moment, though, Mike, was when he had the back-to-back penalties from Kendrick Bourne and Colton McKivitz, and he kind of locked it down. He didn't let either one of them spin out, and he kept things centered. And I don't think we've seen that very often when things start going shit backwards.
Yeah.
I have to give him a lot of credit for that.
Yeah. Mac Jones stayed very present in this entire game, and I love that about
It's
him.
not going great, and then I'm always have his back.
Before the game, there was a report that Brock could be out a few more games. Do you feel like the starting job, you're the starter now, and that's just the way you have to view it?
I think, they brought me here to play as a backup, and that's my job, and Brock's the starter of this team, and right now he's dealing with something, and for him to go out there last week and play when he probably wasn't at full health, like, he cares about this team. So I'm just trying to get some wins for him so it helps us down the line, and at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Like, I've been in his position, I've been a starter, and you want your backup to go in there and win, because at the end of the season, that could be the hit or miss between a playoff or not. So
Mac, I'm sure every win is satisfying, but just given all the moving pieces, the short week,
Yeah.
the best defense you've seen on tape, but how does this one feel?
feels great. I mean, I just thought it was a dogfight, and we were in the ring, and the defense played great. Special teams came in clutch. Had great field goals by Eddie, and as always, I like him a lot. He's cool. But yeah, it was just awesome to be on a team that fights, and even if we lost, like I said earlier, I would have been just as proud, to be honest, because I know that those guys had my back and I got their back.
Do you feel like this is your best all-around game in the 49ers uniform?
I don't know. I'll have to watch the tape. It was definitely the biggest challenge, considering, I mean, I thought they were the best defense in the NFL, and they are. They're really good. And our defense is really good too. So when you know that as a quarterback, you have confidence to go out there and trust it, and the offensive line did great. I gave up one sack at the end, but I don't think they hit me that much, or they didn't get any sacks. So that's what it's all about, and I really appreciate those guys.
Matt, before Alfred had the strip, down there, were you watching that? Are you assuming the Rams are going to score and you're getting ready to,
Yeah, I was just honestly kind of zoned out. I was just trying to drink Gatorade. But that was a great play. He got his big hand in there and made a play. But I was just ready for, not to be a negative, but I was ready to play overtime, to be honest. And they just made a great play, and I would have have to go out there again and try and score. So it was good, and he made a great play, but it was just crazy. I'm trying to remember all the I got to watch the film, because it's we had the quarterback sneaks at the end to try and get it out of the end zone, and then it was just a crazy game. So
it's weird. They talked about during the broadcast, especially late in the second half, about how many bananas. I've never heard the word banana mentioned so many times. Apparently, Mac Jones was cramping up, and they were trying to pump potassium into him and get him hydrated. He said he was trying to drink
forearm.
Gatorades. Yeah, and so you saw them massaging the forearm. That's kind of odd. I don't understand. He said it. I've been a starter before. Why the fuck was he cramping up so much? This isn't a high altitude game or anything. I don't get it.
I don't know. It could be just one of those things that just happens. It could be just a fluke thing that happened. But we literally saw them try to pump potassium into him by literally feeding him bananas on the sideline. I don't know if you saw that, but that was something that did happen. They actually they handed him an open banana, and as he's getting his right arm whatever they were doing with his right arm. He's got a banana in his left hand. He's just chopping it down. It was kind of funny, to be honest, but I understand why he did it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's been a backup for 2 years, right? He was with, I think, Miami last year, or Jacksonville.
Jacksonville last year,
Jacksonville.
So I think the reason maybe he was cramping was that even this year he wasn't really in shape where he was going to be a starter or thought he would have to be a starter.
It's possible.
I think sometimes when you're not getting as many reps and you've kind of been sitting on the bench for a while, you're not in the same shape that you were when you were starting. And so that's probably why he was cramping up. And he was also trying to stave off another injury because, like he said, both him and Brock have had injuries and they both had to play this week on a short week through those injuries because there was nobody else. So I think it was a multitude of those things combined.
All right, y'all. I'm off. Sorry to cut everyone off. You guys have an excellent victory Friday. Bang, bang, Niner gang, 4-1.
Niner gang.
I love you, Ollie.
Well, love you guys too. And we will, we're on to Tampa after this. Let's enjoy this one. Victory Friday tomorrow. And we're on to Tampa, baby.
Damn, real. Good stuff, Ali. Love you, bro. We'll talk soon.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
You've played football. You played football, right?
Yeah. High school, though. Only high school. Not.
Okay. What's the difference between how many guys, how many reps, a first string quarterback gets between a second string?
Yeah, that's not a good question for me. I believe it's something like 85% go to the starter, 10% go to the backup, and then 5% to the third string guy. And we're talking about the difference of 1 or 2 plays for the third string guy. So it's not like they're out there running 100 plays in practice. They're not. So it's not a lot for now. The backup guy is going to get a decent amount, maybe like 10 reps. Not even.
That makes sense.
So, but what's curious though is that, and maybe he wasn't supposed to say it, but Christian McCaffrey let it slip that Mac Jones found out he was going to be the starter on Monday. I don't know if you guys caught that in the Christian McCaffrey presser, but he said for a guy that found out on Monday he was going to be the starter, he came in and played really well for us, blah, 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 on a short week. He said that. You got to hydrate, bro. You absolutely have to hydrate. You had 3 days, Monday, I'm counting Monday as a day, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday before the game. There's no reason for you to be dehydrated. I'm saying dehydration because of cramping. Like that usually is like the top reason for cramping. But that's not cool. And yeah, guys, go back and watch the Christian McCaffrey. I'm not gonna go look for it, but he definitely said Monday.
No, you're not wrong. But I also think maybe that they're hinting around, but they're not talking about. Maybe that was part of also the reason why Brock was forced out on Sunday against the Jaguars, because Mac Jones was dealing with way more than just his knee.
Well, yeah, it's possible. Yeah, that's very, very possible. And I do remember them saying after the game that Brock was a more healthy quarterback of the two. So that makes sense. All right, let's keep this thing rolling here. We are almost done. We got Fred Warner after this.
Quarterbacks know that you can always check it down to Christian McCaffrey if someone's an open.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, he's the man. He's definitely good at his job, and he's always out there on every play, no matter what. He's dealing with stuff too, and he just is in the right spots and makes plays. So as a quarterback, when you have that and you have a good offensive line who can give you time, and everybody was counting us out this week, but I knew I had him as my safety blanket, and I really trusted the receivers and tight ends too. Like, we have a lot of reps together.
How is being an underdog? How did that make you feel before going into this game?
I don't really pay attention too much to it. I don't really do social media that much, but Kyle came up to me and he was pissed about it. So he's like, dude, I can't believe they moved us underdogs again or whatever more, and I'm like, I don't know what that means really, but yeah, let's go kill him, So he was pissed about it. I was like, yeah, I'm pissed too. So went out there and we started hot, but we definitely need to be more consistent throughout the game and give more points for our defense so they don't have to keep making stops.
What's the inspiration for your two-tone Harley Quinn look?
I don't know. I just like suits, like I said, and last week, and I wear suits because I'm going to work, so that's kind of how I look at it, and yeah, they're cool.
Matt, I was reported that you had 11 bananas during the game. Was that a reference?
11? That's definitely wrong, but I think I had 3.
Well, that's definitely wrong. That was really incorrect.
Yeah, that's it. That was yeah, exactly. That was incorrect, but they can believe whatever they want.
Key to the hot start, missing the hot start. What was the key to the hot start tonight?
I thought we just were on time with our plays and just playing in rhythm and getting the ball out and letting the guys make plays, honestly. And when Kyle talked to me before the game, I was like, it's time to go. So I was excited about that.
All right, thanks, Matt.
See ya.
We have Fred here.
Last one. Let's finish strong. No final thoughts tonight, guys. We're wrapping up after Fred Warner. We are getting out of here. I'm signing off as soon as he's done.
Unbelievable. He's obviously proven that he can win us games. In those first 2 starts that he had with us versus Saints and versus the Cardinals, and then for him to again this game, we're banged up on offense, but yeah, man, just so huge, and can't say enough about the team as a whole, and then the resilience and the resolve.
As a defensive player, is that pretty much a dream way to end the game?
Yeah, I mean, you hope to finish it and not have to go to overtime, but yeah, it was insane. Obviously they didn't want to have to end in a tie, and so they thought that they could, I guess big boys at the end there, and we had to see who wanted it more.
What did you see in that 4th down stop? You were like the first one to get pressure up the middle.
Yeah, I mean, you could just tell the way that they had lined up that they were going to run the ball. There was sometimes, if they line up and they're a little bit looser, you may have the chance to have some sort of play action pass on that play, but you could tell by when they came out that they were going to run, right? So I don't even know if my intention was to make the play. It was just to try to blow it up, make it muddy, right? And so, man, yeah, just amazing win.
For the Arizona game, Upton gets the pass breakup tonight. Alfred Collins gets the fumble. Siegel comes in at the end in the last play. What does it do just for rookies to get kind of proof of concept of like, hey, our work is leading to things, and particularly with how much we've talked about the young guys?
Yeah, I know John Lynn's probably going to celebrate on that plane tonight. Oh, man, yeah, Alfred Collins, unbelievable play on the 1-yard line to punch the ball out and give our team a chance to keep going. It was unbelievable. And you spoke about how, our young guys really coming and playing big for us these last few, all these games so far. And, they're just getting started. Uh-oh.
What do you say about how far Alfred Collins has come since training camp? It wasn't really certain that he was going to make it on the field early in the season.
Yeah, no, it's a credit to him, right? Just to continue to keep going and keep searching for opportunities to get better, every single week. And you see it, he's already big and imposing. So the fact that he's starting to use that size and be dominant in there, right, and make those game-changing plays, the sky's the limit for him.
On that last play, you did make it muddy, but did you know where the ball was or where he slipped off to it? Who stopped him?
I had an idea. I didn't know who stopped it. As soon as I got through there and saw the running back kind of got held up, I figured that we stopped him. So.
I know players make plays, but with all of the moving parts, the injuries and the shuffling, what does it say really about Kyle and Saleh and kind of how they think for you guys?
Yeah, no, they're the best in the game. A game like tonight, speaks to that completely, right? You're on a short week, you're wounded, down a bunch of guys, and to get your players prepared enough to go out there and compete at the level that we did, I think the intensity was there from the first snap. Kyle's the best in the game at motivating his players through the film, through the tape, and of course, Saleh is amazing in his own right as well. So, yeah, humongous win.
Chase Lucas kind of filled initially on that last play.
You said he what on that last play?
Kind of filled the hole.
Yeah.
He said his job was to F it up. But, he seems to have a, whatever, dog mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say that? But, I don't know, what can you say about him? Obviously, if the game's on the line, but that takes some courage for everybody.
No, absolutely, yeah. Chase, you know, in the midst of the game and the chaos of everything happening, sometimes it takes me a little bit to find out that guys are hurt or somebody's had to sub in, right? So I think it was during a TV timeout, and I saw him standing there, and I'm like, oh shoot, okay, hey, let's go. You know, hey, it's your moment. Like you might make the game-winning play, right? So, yeah, he was pumped up, fired up after that play.
Thank you. Sorry, just one. Go ahead. For you guys to get plays from Lucas and Gibson was in the right spot at the right time to recover the fumble and all this stuff, like, what does that do to the psyche of your group to be able to kind of see that everyone was chipping in and stuff?
Yeah, no, it takes everybody, right? It's not just one or two guys who are making the plays. It's truly a collective effort. This is the truest team sport in all of sports, in my opinion, right? And it took everybody today to find a way to win.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All the way down the field.
All right. Listen, I want to thank my panel. You guys have been absolutely incredible. I sincerely appreciate you guys for rocking with me for the duration of this game, throughout this long-ass post-game overreaction show. We are going to get out of here. We want to thank everybody out there who is still watching, man. Shout out to you faithfuls, man. Still over 50 people in here. Man. I cannot believe it. You guys are absolutely incredible. I want to remind everybody again to head on over to patreon.com/NB9ER. Look how tired I am. I don't even know my own links anymore. And I've been saying this shit for years. But patreon.com/NB9ERS. You guys need to head on over there. This was a lot of fun, man. And this is deserving of a 3-hour overreaction show. And don't you guys worry. I got another show coming to you guys tomorrow. Believe it or not, I held some takes back because I'm going to be back on tomorrow night with my guys from 49ers Hive. Make sure you guys are subscribed over there
I just can imagine you and Matt going off about Mac Jones tomorrow. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be a good one. So, Melissa, thank you. Dan, thank you guys. Anything you guys want to say before we wrap it up?
Melissa, do you want to go first?
I mean, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than celebrating with Mike. And I still got my fingers hoped up that I can celebrate with both of my mics, because I still got my fingers crossed that I can watch a game with NY to the Bay this year.
There you go.
On Patreon.
There you go.
Mike, thank you so much for allowing me to be on here with you guys for a couple hours. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate this platform to bring Niner fans from all across America and the globe to one room where we can talk about it and have it out and celebrate with each other. I really do appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Can we just say thank you for your poems? Because there have been so many incredible things that have banded us all together and brought us all hope. And your poems are just the gift that has no measure. Like, they make us laugh and smile and lift our spirits through these crazy nail-biting games that drive us all crazy and get our hearts racing. And even when Mike read the one poem because you couldn't come on yourself, like, you don't understand how much genuine joy you bring with those. So I wanted to thank you so much for being a stalwart part of Nothing But Niners and constantly delighting us with your gift.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely incredible.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you this: I'm gonna go find that video of Mike reading it because I haven't found it yet. So I'm gonna go find it. So I'm gonna go find it as soon as we're done here. and then next week when we beat the Buccaneers, I'll give you a critique.
All right. You let me know, man. You absolutely let me know. I'm gonna go first for the sign out, then Melissa, and then Dan. You bring it home, okay? You guys ready?
Yep.
All right. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always remain faithful.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey. See, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners.
Niners. We nothing but Niners.